That's about it.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yep. Okay. I gotta mute my other one. We're alive now, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm, again, covering here for Roger, who is out and about maybe by now or getting ready to go. He and Kim were going to go try and do some flying this morning, try and get some shots of other areas that he hasn't been to. I think he was headed today up to a place where they used to have a cabin years ago.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
I hope he gets up there.
Yeah. I hope it all goes well. I'm sure that it's just good for him to get out and fly. It is relaxing, stimulating, sometimes a little intense, but
Yeah.
it's good.
Hey, you.
It's the Paul Murray Show. Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Hugh?
What's up, boys? Good morning, Dave. Morning, Paul.
Hi, you.
We're just hanging out here. We're covering a course this morning for Roger that is out and about, and he and Kim were going to go do some flying today, and I know they're on their way, heading out for where they decide to go. Just
right on.
Follow the road and follow their dreams, and I know Kim is buckled in and all excited to be there.
He really needs to get a bigger booster seat, though. He's just so low in the seat back there.
Yeah.
I don't know how he sees past Roger's head,
Yeah.
I'm just going to make the coffee. I'll drag you guys with me.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh.
We're just hanging here, right, Dave?
Yep.
We're just coming in here and kicking back and seeing what happens. Don't know how many people are going to be here. Don't know how long we're going to be on, but depending upon the number of people that come and the number of people that want to be here, and the number of people that just want to stop in and say hello.
Come here and say hi to Uncle Paul.
Hey,
Annabelle says good morning.
Annabelle.
She ran over.
How's Annabelle doing now?
Oh, she's doing good. She is a great little companion, I'll tell you that.
Well, she definitely is what you needed in your life at this time and stage.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because she's her mom. She belongs to both mommy and daddy, but she spends most of her time with her daddy.
Oh yeah. So I'll tell you what, I got my video issue on my Cinewhoop sorted out yesterday.
Yeah, that's what you said. Corey helped you with that?
No, a guy, Rulon Tunison, Drone TV.
Yep, Rulon, yep.
Yeah, anyway, it was EBR on his channel, EBR FPV.
Oh.
So I was on the wrong damn channel on my goggles.
Oh.
Just a stupid mistake. The simplest thing in the world.
Stupid.
So you weren't getting the signal that was being transmitted because your goggles was on, let's say, channel B instead of being on channel A.
Exactly. I was getting like a harmonic of the channel. So I was getting a little bit of signal and I thought I was okay. But yeah, I was on the wrong channel.
Because the channels were close enough together that you were getting a fuzz over, but not
exactly. Yeah, anyway, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. It's fun.
I watched your video this morning, you.
Well, thanks, Dave. Appreciate that.
Left you a thumbs up.
Much appreciated.
Dave has been sleeping in the daytime and awake at night.
Yeah, me too. I was up at 4 o'clock or 3:30 this morning. A few minutes ago, and I just woke up.
That happens. You get your time clock screwed around.
Yeah, I don't know. As I'm getting older, my sleep schedule's getting all mucked up, you know.
Yeah. I think that happens to most of us.
I don't like this getting old shit, guys.
Yes.
Oh well, beats the alternative, I guess.
Getting older is not necessarily a good thing.
No,
It's not for sissies.
Nope.
exact golden years, my arse. I tell you that.
Yeah.
They're more like the rusty copper years.
Right. Yeah, and it's kind of like when you buy an older home, they're beautiful, but there's a lot of maintenance that's got to be done.
Yeah.
That the old house just isn't quite like a brand new one, you know.
Well, I tell you, at first I was having a rough time with this kind of retirement, you know, this medically forced retirement sort of thing. But I'm kind of getting used to it now.
Yeah, when you feel like taking a nap, you can,
Exactly.
usually.
Yep. I like that part.
Yeah. If you feel hungry, you get something to eat.
Yep.
It appears I just went over to YouTube, and it appears that the YouTube has stopped.
Your YouTube has stopped? Let me check. Let me look at mine. Palmer, Port Huron.
Oh no, it's still going. Okay.
Yeah, it looks okay, Paul.
Okay.
Morning, Drone Pool. What's up, buddy?
Drone Pool, how you doing? Good morning. Good
Hey,
morning.
Drone Pool,
Drone Pool is first.
fellow Missourian.
Boy, that I think that volcano in Iceland is going to keep going for quite some time.
That's quite a thing, isn't it?
Oh, and I guess there's all kinds of issues around the world with different earthquakes and different things going on. It probably is normal. It's just that the more we become more into electronics, you're getting instantaneous reporting of things that probably was just local news before.
Exactly.
I
We're
agree.
much more aware.
Yep.
Yep.
The world has shrunk.
It has. It has. I like that in a lot of ways, though. You know, I mean, look at you guys. I'm friends with guys from Missouri and Michigan. Yep. We're getting to shoot the breeze every day. You wouldn't that wouldn't have happened 20 years ago.
Yep. Exactly. Drone Pool says rainy day today.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, we got rain?
That's what he said. Yep. Rainy day.
I'll tell you what, it is a beautiful day here today. Like it is almost like a summer day here.
Yeah, it's 37 degrees here, and I got sun coming up. A little bit hazy, cloudy, but not bad.
Yeah, we're going to be, let's see, what are we in Fahrenheit? Oh, 37 degrees and going up to 63 today.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, I'll be flying today.
It's the squirrels are out running back. I get nervous. They keep running back and forth across the street in the traffic, you know?
Yeah. I wish my chipmunks would do that.
You still having that issue? You?
Yep. Haven't seen one yet, but you know, give it time. They're resilient.
Yeah.
But I think all the ones in my garage are gone.
How many did you end up? What was the count?
18.
Wow. That's quite a number.
That's 18 too many in my garage.
That was a colony for sure.
Yeah, sure was.
You know, in a perfect world, what you'd do is you would just set a trap. They'd all 18 of them line up, get in there, and you could take them away somewhere, you know? But
Yeah,
that's,
I mean, I wish I could have done it humanely. I really do. I don't like hurting little animals, but you know, got to do what you got to do.
yep.
Can't live with them either.
Nah, not inside the house, not inside the garage. If, you know, they're biting on things and shitting on things.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a situation where, you know, I've had to have them come and trap and get rid of, you know, skunks and other critters around here. But in my mind, at least I can rest knowing that they were transplanted somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But whether they were or not, you know, what's the reality of it? I don't know. But yeah, we have invaded their space over time, and they've learned to try and adapt, and their way of adapting has not been good for all of us.
Yep. So you're gonna get out flying today?
Well, I don't know. I haven't really checked the to see. That's a good idea. I think I'll check my.
Is the ice off the river now for you?
Oh yeah, the ice has been gone for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dave, you gonna get out and fly today?
It's raining.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Okay, one went up earlier this morning, probably about a half hour, 45 minutes ago. Another one went downbound, and I've got the Ivor Bright, which is a tanker, is headed for Sarnia. Well, that's south of me where they dock. But down in the Edwin H. Gott, which is another 1,000-footer, is upbound just about in the middle of Lake St. Clair. So that would be, he's about an hour to there, 2, 3, probably 4 hours to get here. Sometime around noon.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
That's good. Good timing.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to move around.
Ooh, Drone Pool's got some new filament. Right on, man. I am so impressed with that lamp that you printed out, Dan. That was just amazing.
Yeah, that's nice.
That almost makes me want to buy a 3D printer.
Almost.
Well, you know, it's like anything else. What I have learned about the drone thing, I love flying and I love the drones. It's just that it becomes obsessive. We keep buying more and more. And wouldn't it be nice to have this for that? Or wouldn't it be great to try that? And there's nothing wrong with that because, you know, I'm not out blowing my money in the local nightclubs or, you know, that kind of thing. But it's like I got delivered here this week. The attachment to go on my Mavic 2 Pro or Zoom, both of those, is a drop system where you snap it on around the center and you can then automatically you could pick up like a life jacket or like anything, and then you can just hit it has a sensor that you control the lights on board, and when you turn the lights on, it drops.
Okay. That's cool.
The pin opens and down it goes.
But what are you going to do with it?
Exactly. And there it is over there in the box. I haven't hooked it up or taken it out, and there it is.
Yeah.
I have one.
Morning, JD.
It's like all the time I had the hooks for my Inspires. They went on the arms and they went down like this, and they met here when the arms were down in the landing position. And so
Yeah.
you used to be able to put whatever you wanted in there, and then you just you set it so that you manually raise and lower the arms, so you could take off, fly somewhere, and hit the switch, and the arms would go up like that, and it would drop whatever you had, you know.
Okay.
And I originally had those, and I thought they were really nice, but what they were is on the ends of them were kind of a half cup that you put on the arm, and
Mhm.
then you had to take, and you had a little piece of rubber on it, and then you had one of those silver where you tighten it down and it cinches up and cinches up and cinches up. So it isn't something you do spur of the moment.
Yeah.
You either mounted them or didn't mount them, and I never put them on. So, because I used to think that, I ought to be carrying a life jacket or some kind of flotation device or whatever, because I'm down by the water all the time. And I thought I should have that just in case I particularly happen to be there when somebody goes in or whatever.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Actually, that would be pretty cool if you saved somebody's life, by being prepared like that.
Yeah. But I didn't. Never, because I didn't like the way it looked when they were down, or when you were flying, they were up. They were parted a little bit because of the arms articulating.
Mhm.
And I didn't see that as being aesthetically pleasing to the drone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to look ugly, but well, you had a good stream yesterday. You were on for 4 or 5 hours, eh?
Yeah. Well, at the end, Roger took it over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Roger took it over for the last hour and a half. And I would have stayed, but he gave me an out. He says, Paul, if you want to go, just make me the host and I'll take care of it. And he did. So
there you go.
I left the computer going. I went over and climbed in my chair, and I could hear the conversation still going. I'll tell you who was on fire was Tim Jackson came in from after work.
Oh, shit. Did he get fired?
No, he
didn't get fired?
No, he was fired up.
Fired up. Okay, so what happened? Oh, good morning, Rick. How you doing, buddy?
He never went into detail about his comment that I saw.
Yeah, because he said, "Stand by while I wait to get fired" or something yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I'm here to get fired, and no.
Sounded like he was losing his job. I was all worried for him, but okay.
Yeah, no, that isn't. It was not a topic of conversation once he got on. I think somebody says, "Oh, you still got your job," and yeah. So.
Oh, okay. That's too bad. What's up with you, Rick? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rick. How's you doing?
Get your ugly mug on the panel before I have to slap you. Don't make me come down there.
I think he's probably at work.
He's up north.
Hey, Rick.
I thought he was up north.
I think he's back.
Oh, okay. Then I won't have to slap you, Rick. You're safe. It's okay. Rick could kick my ass. He's young and fit.
Yes. Yep. So Rick is, at least that's what he reported. He said he's working. Paul never sent a link. And I sent you a link a little bit after everybody else, Rick. I don't know if you got it or not, but he is at work. So he talked about being back down. How did he put it yesterday? Back down in the dirty South, I think he said.
The dirty South.
Yeah.
I got coffee.
You're
Perambulating over to the computer.
Yeah, you're on a roll, and Annabelle's right there with you, I bet.
She actually just sprinted right past me. Yeah.
Ah.
She follows me from room to room wherever I go.
I'll bet. There's Rick at work.
Hey, Rick.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Good.
What's up, buddy?
So you're back at work. Did the other trades catch up with you or what?
No, they haven't. Just give me a second, guys.
I know this project's been going on forever.
Oh yeah, this hospital thing. All right, computer, come on, turn on. Don't give me any shit this morning. Just work. Come on, Mr. Computer. Where are you? What's up, Annabelle? Well, I guess I'll have to restart the damn thing. It's not cooperating.
Yeah, there's lots of times that today it went really smooth signing on because I didn't wake up till 7:30, and then by the time I let Mia out, feed her, get her meds, everything.
Yeah.
You know, I started to sign on at about 8 minutes to and get it all up and running and invites sent out. It was 8 o'clock. So,
Yep. Tell you what, I need a new computer.
The copter you don't hear a lot about much anymore is the Unique.
No, you don't. I wonder if are they still going as a company?
Well, here's an advertisement right here for B&H Photo. It's the Unique commercial hexacopter,
Oh, okay.
and it's $26.99. And I don't know. Drone features 6 rotors, an ultrasonic obstacle avoidance system, fail-safe battery, return to home.
You know, it's nice, but if you're going to buy me a quadcopter, I'd really prefer the splash drone. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was same color.
Yeah. You know what I like, Paul. You know what I like.
I had one of those one time. I had the small the quadcopter version and then the hexacopter, and but they flew okay, but they didn't fly any better than anything else, and they're so big. Those were the ones that you had to take and individually fold each one of the 6 arms down. And
yeah, I've never flown anything. I've never flown anything that large.
They're impressive because it's just like my big my big
Off the hole, right? But yeah, you're probably right. Just take it off.
My big X Align, it was impressive, but didn't do anything any different than most others.
So how's everybody doing today?
Good.
Hey, Rick.
Doing good, buddy. Can't complain, man. Can't complain.
So Hugh thought you were still up at your northern digs, but you moved back to, I think you put it the dirty South.
Yeah, I'm still doing that hospital job, right? Like, we're actually in the middle of fire rating this stupid room. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna jump back on here. Break.
Okay,
all right, buddy. See you later. Well,
yeah, Rick gets around.
Yep, he does. Son of a bitch is just not working this morning.
Guys, I see every time I tilt my head down, you guys can see how little hair I have. That's the thing about hair loss is we don't see it as much as other people because we're looking straight on. I know my hairline has gone up.
You look just fine. Don't worry about it.
It used to be down here.
You look just fine.
If if I'd have been smart, I'd have hung on to all my old driver's licenses and just kept them in a file.
Yeah,
You could
that could have
trans-
been interesting.
They take ours.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
no,
keep them in a file.
what they
in
did
some
here,
government building.
what they did here was they would take, where it says expiration date, they'd punch it, boom, boom. And so the corner of your driver's license was punched out.
Yeah.
And they would attach that, then staple it to your new application until you got the new one in the mail. But now with COVID, I think they're just automatically, I don't know how that's working. Beck, now that you mentioned it, I'm going to take a look and see if it is expired or it's still a valid driver's license.
I have a state issued ID card and I had to get mine changed when I moved.
Yeah, see, mine expires. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Yep.
on my birthday in 2021, this year.
Well, I might be shopping for a new computer.
Well, you've been talking about it, haven't you?
Yeah. I've been trying to let it limp along.
It's just they're so expensive.
They are. Well, a Mac is anyway. PCs aren't that bad, but
Well, you like the Mac, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would think that with the way things are changing and the way things are, what's in today is out tomorrow. It might be wise to save the money, buy a PC, and just kind of hobble along until the next.
they don't last. They don't last any longer. It's just that I don't know. It's like flying DJI versus flying
Oh yeah.
FPV. The DJI just friggin' works all the time.
Yep.
The windows are great for people that want to screw around and do stuff, and
Well, definitely when I had Apple products, they were more on a professional level, I believe.
Yeah.
I remember from just getting the Apple that was just looked like about a 4-inch thick laptop that we had a little stand on the back and all the way up through the first Mac, the big square boxes.
Oh yeah.
I think you can still buy those, people like vintage ones,
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have a color screen. They were black and white.
Oh yeah. I remember some of those early machines.
Yeah.
Okay, plug it in again. Let's see if it works this time. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's do this.
Hey, Sam, good morning to you. Welcome. Sam's transitioning, I would imagine, from getting up and getting ready for work to his long commute to the job.
Oh, Sam, hi.
Keyboard's not
Because
plugged in.
Steve is here.
Who's here, Steve?
Good morning, Steve.
Morning, Mika. Steve, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Okay, I got the old bitch to boot up here. There we go. One more day with the old computer.
Yeah, in order to replace that, that's several $100 or over $1,500 or something.
3,000.
3,000.
Wow.
3,000. Yeah, that's why I'm not replacing it real quick. But I could buy the Mac Mini, which is not quite as capable, but it's only $1,000. So I think I might go that route.
My dad's Mac Apple laptop cost 3,600.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
And that was several years ago.
Yeah.
I see Stella Go Fish Office just put out a new on Monday. Put out a new video on favorite things to eat and cook.
Okay.
Got a little cooking video. She puts out once a week. I think it is
On Monday, usually.
Yep.
I used to really like Val's keto videos. They were really good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Paul.
Dave's going to put out a video telling everybody how good and yummy and scrumptious the Oreos and pickle juice is. Oh yeah.
I tried to explain that to somebody and they said, I'm not drinking pickle juice.
Well, you don't have to drink it. You just soak in your Oreos in it.
I didn't go any farther with this. Let it go.
Yeah, I don't know. I've eaten some strange stuff, but I don't know. I can't. No.
She was a blonde. I wasn't going to take it any further.
How you doing, Sam? What's up, buddy? Mika Steve, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, I guess if you look at what I ended up paying for that Anafi thermal,
Yeah.
at this stage, I'm kind of happy because, and I had one of these. I think I told you guys. There's the thermal camera that goes on the bottom of the then $3,000 Inspire One.
That's wild.
So you had over $10,000 in it. The regular price they say on here is $17,200. Well, I don't know. That's a kind of a fishing price if you ask me, but
Yeah. Now that I would only buy if I really, really had a business need for it, where I was going to make the right.
right. Well, I went through a period of time for about a year. I was getting calls all over Southeast Michigan, come out searching for pets and animals and children and anybody else,
Yeah.
Nobody had the equipment. Now all the departments have them, or they have people that work for the departments or work in their communities that do have equipment.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden it just stopped, and here I was sitting with a $7,000 camera. So I said,
Yeah.
maybe you better sell that. And so I put it on eBay, and the best offer I got was $3,800. So I sold it, and I only had it like about 8 months.
Yeah.
So I lost half the money.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah. Don't do that again.
Nope. So I picked this up. Normally this is a $2,000 drone, that little thermal Anafi.
Yeah.
But I found one that's in excellent condition and for $1,500. So I thought, oh, okay.
Now, what are you doing with the Inspire? You're just going to keep it?
Yeah, it's just sitting there. It's kind of like a little. I really like the Inspire, but I'm not going to give it away either.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
People are making insanely low offers.
Oh yeah, they're going to do that because they're idiots.
Well, I understand. Everybody's looking for that super deal.
Yep. Oh, look at this baby, all ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Charged up battery.
How much does it weigh just like that?
Less than 250. Let's see. Let us see. 194 grams.
Wow, that's good.
Really light.
Now, what size battery you got on there?
That is a 4S 650. It's supposed to take 4S 450, which is a lot lighter. Now, this sucker, which is also under 250 grams, this thing has bigger motors and no ducts. So, man, does it ever scream. It's a rocket. I
And
can't
I
wait to get
noticed,
the
I
camera.
noticed you got the holder already set up on that for your naked GoPro, right?
Oh, yeah, it just slips in. The one thing is, though, this particular mount is really tight. I can't get the GoPro in.
Oh,
I'm going to have to either reprint one with maybe slightly larger dimensions inside, or I guess alternatively, I could file some of the plastic inside
yeah,
of it.
that's what I was thinking. Get one of those flat files and
Yeah. I was thinking about just heating it up with a heat gun and then putting it in. But the problem is I've got to take the GoPro in and out every time I use it,
right.
get at the memory card. So I need some kind of permanent solution. So yeah, I guess I'll probably just file a little bit of the plastic. Yeah. Anyway, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, probably it wouldn't take much, you know.
Wouldn't imagine. All right, buddy. Take care, Sam. Have a good day at work, man.
Hey, Sam.
See you later, Sam.
General Vans. Let's see what's on.
Yeah, as you can see, the clouds starting to get a little cloudy.
Yeah.
I had a period where you could see that the sun was coming up the east. That's looking south, so over here would be the sun. And so it's going to be just kind of a dull cloud day. It's supposed to transition over into rain late this afternoon or early evening. So
Mhm. God, I heard about that Chicago shooting yesterday. That's awful. Huh?
yeah. Yeah, it's like almost anything goes. It's almost like a modern day wild west.
Well, did you hear about that one in Boulder yesterday?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Chicago.
No, Colorado.
Oh, Colorado.
Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, that was bad.
Be right back.
The yeah, it's just that we're living in a changing world, and I'm here in the twilight to witness it, but I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy it, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't. In the future, I won't have to live it. So leave that up to the young whippersnapper.
Swing low,
That's
sweet chariot.
Yep. What's doing, me? Huh? What you doing?
How's Miss Mia doing this morning?
Well, she spent the day just frolicking, you know, and she's getting older.
Oh yeah.
In and out of the back, I had the magnetic storm door up. And
Okay.
so she was going in and out on her own, in and out on her own, out laying on the deck, out laying on
Oh,
the grass, out doing her thing.
I bet you she appreciated that freedom, eh?
Appreciated it, but boy, did it tucker her out.
Good. Maybe that's what I need to do. Put on a magnetic screen door and just go in and out all day and get some
Yeah.
exercise. Would that help?
How old is she, Paul?
Well, they said when I got her she was 7, and I've had her 5 years.
Oh, okay. So she's getting up there.
Yes, and you can see it in her face. Some of her tan is starting to turn a little gray, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Don't I know that? I used to have a red beard.
Hey, there's Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Guys. Paul,
Well,
guys.
They said
Dude.
when I got her she was 7. You got your YouTube is still going.
Oh, so she's getting up there.
Yes. And you can see it in her face. Some of us.
Hey, Steve? You got to
Hey,
turn
Dave.
your YouTube off.
You got to mute your YouTube.
I knew it was something.
Don't I know that? I used to have a red beard.
Hey, there's Steve.
There we go.
There you
Better.
There we go.
How you doing this evening?
Ah, good, mate. Good. Just
Hey, Steve, how are you?
good. Dave, yourself?
Good.
Yeah, no, I had trouble with me bloody printer last night with the crappy Chinese shit you buy.
Uh-oh.
Got it going again. And
I see it's printing now.
yeah, it's got a lithophane going, one of those photos you put on plastic sort of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it came out really good.
How many printers do you have? Just the one, or do you have a bunch?
Right.
How many printers do you have?
Oh, I got 3 all up. I got one that I was using as a parts
Okay.
because I couldn't wait for everything to get here. So I've got to start rebuilding that one tomorrow because I've got all the parts now. And this other one on the side here, well, I changed the hot end over and all of a sudden the nozzle temperature alarm went off. And so I put a new thermistor on it, but it's still going off. I don't know why. I changed the motherboard as well. So got some problem solving to do on that one. But yeah, we'll find it. Yeah, it's all good done.
I see the spool going there. That's good. Oh, there's Mia. Hi, Mia.
My baby girl.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, such a
So you're coming into fall in Australia now, right?
Autumn.
Or autumn, yeah.
Yeah, we don't call it fall. It's just autumn for us. No, we started on the 1st of what are we in? March. Yeah, 1st of March we move into autumn.
Old crony says Paul Murray going to snitch out on everyone. Tim Jackson, Roger, and Andrew were face swapping Tim's face with scenes from Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, that was funny, yes.
The gay cowboy. That's funny.
Even on the Zoom we done today, he couldn't resist but put it up because Gayfish Stella decided to join us on our Zoom we had today while he was all in bed.
Oh, okay.
It was so funny.
What's that Australian movie? They're in the outback somewhere. There's horses. There's a cowboy. Something Mountain, I think it was called.
That was Snowy Mountains.
Yeah.
The Snowy River Man.
Snowy River Mountain. That was a damn good movie.
Yeah, that was Tom Burlinson. I think it was Tom Burlinson. Yeah, Blake riding down the mountain with his horse.
Yeah, I remember that. That was such a good movie.
I'll be right back, guys. Mia wants something.
Okay.
Let me look.
It's sort of a true story. It was based on Australian poet Henry Lawson's poem, The Man from Snowy River.
Okay.
If you ever want to read that, it's a good read.
The Man from Snowy River. Yeah, that's the one I.
Henry Lawson. Pretty sure it was. My memory serves me correctly.
Man from Snowy River. Story by Fred Cullen, based on The Man from Snowy River by Banjo Peterson.
Banjo Patterson, sorry. Yeah,
Patterson.
Henry Lawson.
Kirk Douglas. I don't even remember Kirk Douglas. Oh, yeah, there he is. Tom Burlinson. Oh, he's a Canadian Australian actor. What?
Yeah. Just like that, what's her name? Charisse Theron, whatever her name is.
Oh, he was born in Toronto and grew up in Australia. Okay. There we go. Right on. I knew there was something I liked about that guy.
Yeah, the Aussie part, yeah.
Yeah. What you been up to? I've seen you in a while.
Really good movie, that one.
Mr. Welsh Rob, good morning, sir. Rob, you okay?
Yeah, hey, nothing bad. Sorry, I didn't have no sound on in.
Good to see you, buddy.
Hey,
Hi,
Steve.
Rob.
Hey, Dave. You all right, mate?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Hey, everybody in the chat. Drone Paul, Rick, Sam Hayden. Hope you're well. JD in Washington. Right, Hugh. I'm not going to bug you now for ages.
What's that, bud?
I'm not going to bother you now for ages, but
What do you mean?
I got a question.
Okay.
Right, you know where you said put the zebra stripes on?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you said to me, don't. What do you do? Do you scroll until the zebra stripes go?
As much as possible, yeah.
Well, till it's not so dark.
Until it's not
But-
too bright.
Yeah, that's
The zebra stripes are the overexposure. Yeah. But if you have it on auto, you don't have to worry about the zebra stripes. The auto will take care of it.
it. Doesn't though. I'm it in sun glaze and just all different colors everywhere.
Yeah. Let me see. if
G'day,
I-
Washington County and AZ Drone.
Yeah, good morning, AZ. What's up, buddy?
Hey,
GG.
morning, AZ.
Hey, Z.
I didn't want to bother you too much. I wanted to get a little bit better.
Yeah, oh, of course, of course. Okay, let me.
I don't know. There's so many people on the internet. I don't know who really is the best to trust.
Yeah, I'm looking for a video for you right now. Give me a second. I'll find one for you. Drone film guide. Okay, great exposure. Yeah, you bother me anytime, buddy. That's what I'm here for. I'm happy to answer questions.
No, I don't.
Go JD.
Okay. Watch. Here's a video, Rob. I'm going to give you. I'm putting it in chat now. Watch this.
Yeah.
That might help you a little bit. The drone film guide, Stuart and Alina, you probably have subscribed to them already. They're from Scotland. Really, really good cinematographers. They're amazing. Fantastic channel.
Okay. Right. I'm not actually subscribed to them,
Oh, you should be.
but I am now.
You'll enjoy that channel. His wife is stunning. Alina's just a beauty.
And then, hey Kim, good morning.
Good morning, Kim.
Hey,
Right on, bud.
Did I say good morning, Steve?
yes, you did, mate.
Right,
I said
okay,
good morning to
sorry.
you. That's all good, mate.
And that sort of thing goes with all cameras then, yeah, Hugh?
Pretty much, yeah. Here's another one. Ian, a guy named Ian in London. I'm going to link this too.
Yes, I know.
He's another good photographer, good with his drone.
Like, I don't want to go down a massive wormhole.
No, but
I-
that's here. I'm going to give you a third link. It's another one from the drone film guide. Those three should give you enough information. You know, that'll be 20 minutes of video. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's
But you kind of have to understand the basics behind it, and then it'll just all make sense, right?
yeah.
You'll understand what's happening.
Kim, how are you?
Now, if you ever get flustered or aggravated, just put it on automatic and don't worry about it, and come back to it later.
Yeah, just some of my other videos, I've looked back at them and think they haven't been so bad.
Yeah.
So why am I struggling so much with this bloody transporter bridge?
I don't know.
I can't seem to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, another thing is the position of the sun relative to where your camera is, right? You don't want the sun to be facing the camera. You want it to be behind the camera if possible. That way it's lighting up the subject. If it's high noon, if the sun's directly overhead, that's
Yes.
a little bit easier for a drone shot, especially if you're looking down, because then you'll get equal illumination everywhere.
Yeah, and then with that, then you still adjust.
You still have to adjust, yeah, but it's just easier to expose the whole image.
So every time you move, you adjust, do you?
No, not usually, just for a particular shot. Like if you steer back toward the sun, you might have to change your exposure settings. But if you're flying in one direction, you should be fine.
Yeah, okay. So, Mr. Muddy, can I ask you a favor, a question?
Sure.
When you're flying around the ship then, do you keep your exposure exactly the same? Or are you
I leave
altering it?
I leave it in auto. And of course, I have to give up because the camera's being angled towards the sun, around away from the sun, the dark side, the light side. So it isn't quite as crisp as if I had the continual angle and then just do the settings. But what I do is at takeoff, I'll adjust the EV uh, usually my best setting, unless it's really bright sun, is I'm at a plus 0.3,
Let me write that down a minute.
3.0 or whatever.
Hey, Roger, have a good fly day.
Plus
Hey,
3.
Roger.
And Kim,
Hey, Kim, I got my video problem sorted out on the Cinewup. I'm all good now. Everything's working. So I should have a good flight today.
had your meds, Paul?
And the last question is, what filter do you use, Paul?
It depends. On the Zoom, I have the filter pack. I did not buy the filters for the Pro.
Right.
And so I'm not using any filters on the Pro. On the Inspires, I had a filter pack too, which is much bigger filters. You screw them on and
Rob, it depends
So-
on the quantity of the light.
yep.
So
It's
my
it's a
Maverick
pretty-
Air,
Yeah.
my Maverick Air and Mini, my Maverick 2, Maverick Air 2, and the Mini. That's the two drones now I'm focusing on.
Hey, Stella.
What
Sorry.
filters do I want?
It depends on the amount of light.
No, if you was me, which ones would you buy?
I'd get a
Oh,
maybe
Christophus, hello.
I'd maybe get an ND8 and ND16.
Yeah, and get the Freewell ones.
What Freewell are good. Yeah, they're good.
Okay.
But you're not going to need like an ND64. That, you know, you're not going to, if you're doing long exposures in the sunlight, yes. But
And for convenience sake, I bought the pack that has like 4 filters in it.
Yeah, that's what I bought for my Mini so far.
And I never use like Hugh says, unless you're flying the sun, you never use the higher end ones, you know.
Morning, Goldfish. Toy Man.
New found
Hey,
drone.
Bill.
I'm just looking for you, Rob.
Yeah, like, I see so many videos and they say so many different things.
yeah. You're looking for the Mavic Air 2?
Yeah, and for the Mini.
16 and for the Mini.
I've ordered a pack of ND filters for the Mini, but I haven't done anything with the Air 2 yet.
Okay, here's a pack for the Air
With the
2.
Mini. Well, yes, with the Mini.
Here's a pack for the Air 2. They're newer. They're cheaper. They'll probably do you just fine. There's 3 filters. The Freewell are a bit more expensive. They're like 70 pounds for a 3-pack,
Right, they're great.
but they're
So
good
they're
filters.
ND4, ND8, ND16.
Yeah, that's all you should need.
Okay, and you normally then, on like a mild day, you fly with like a 4, would you?
On a cloudy day. On a
Okay.
cloudy day when there's not much light, I might fly with a 4.
In that auto with everything else.
If you put it on auto, it'll just take care of itself.
No, I didn't mean auto. I meant the other one. Have it on manual, and you still adjust the tab, even though you got that on. Yeah.
Well, what I would do is I would put the ND filter on, put your camera on auto on the drone, let it do its exposure, then look at it in the screen and make sure that it looks right. And then if you want to, you can just correct the exposure adjustment up and down a little bit if you wanted to.
Okay.
Put the ND filter on, and then the auto should take care of most of the work for you. Give it a try, play with it. Go out in the backyard and just do some filming.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to burn a load of batteries.
Yep.
And
It's all
Yeah,
about
try-
experimentation and learning what works for
yeah,
you.
we got such nice stuff right with us, and I think I'm screwing it all up.
Yeah.
Morning,
Stella.
Yay.
Yeah. So Kim, I had my goggles set on the wrong channel. That's why I wasn't getting good reception. It was close enough channel that I was getting some video reception, but anyway, she's good now. That was a stupid mistake. Hey, Bill, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
And just remember, Rob, it's better if you shoot underexposed a little bit than it is overexposed.
So underexposed means I'm more darker, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too much, but
It's easier to correct underexposure than it is overexposure. Because when
Okay.
you try and darken it down, you lose some of the dynamic portion of the video or photo or whatever.
All right.
I'm
Thank you,
gonna be the
Paul.
next Steven Spielberg, man.
What I do is because I'm on a fly and I can't sit there and dink around with it because my ship's coming. I'll take the filter, close one eye,
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
up, and
yeah.
look
You said that the other day.
better than what the light it is already.
And then in your editing, you can make that lighter then, can you?
Yes.
If you want.
Yep.
Okay.
But you always want to get it as close in the camera as you can to perfect. That way it makes your life easier later.
Yeah. Okay. And then what's a nice, easy, cheap photo editor?
Oh, I thought you swore then.
Photo or video?
I got a video one. I got Movia, which I like, or whatever it's
Oh,
called. But I'm looking now at a photo editor.
Well, Kim does Filmora, doesn't he? Or
I don't know. I use Lightroom, but you have to pay per month. It's expensive. I wouldn't recommend that. to
It's
everybody.
expensive, is it?
Well, it's $10 a month. You don't need to spend that. You're better off to buy one and just own it outright.
and I use a vintage one. I use a Movie Maker, which is free.
Yeah, I just Filmo. Newfound is saying Filmora. It's easy to
There you go.
use.
Yep.
But I've also paid for I don't know, it's spelled Movavi.
Movera or whatever it is. Or
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Yeah.
what you're going to find, Rob, is about editing. There's a learning process to using the more detailed editors, but you have to remember that once you get used to an editing program, you will become second nature. It's like flying, second nature, what to do, how to do it. But in the
Yeah.
beginning, you're going to go, now, how do I do that again? And you're
Yeah.
going to double and triple your editing time because you got to figure out every time, now, how do I get it to do that again? And how do I get it to, and at one time I had a student upstairs from a film school out of Detroit. And he said, I was asking him questions about the editing because I had the big Corel and all those. And he says, my experience and what they teach us in college is if you don't use it every day, don't use it because you're going to be frustrated and you're going to accept lesser images because of your frustration. So if you're going to edit all the time, get a great editing. If you're just going to do it once a week, once a month, good luck.
Yeah, okay. So is the one I got any good? Does anybody know
Sure.
if that's a good one or a half-tidy one?
It's whatever you're going to get the best editing. Maybe Hugh would disagree. I don't know. You're going to get the best editing out of what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. The problem I got at the moment is I'm just so easy to push auto correct, auto this, auto that on the editing, auto white balance.
Sure, do that. Who
Yeah,
cares?
there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make you less a person.
You're making YouTube videos, you're not making
Yeah,
such
no,
nice
it
content.
just, yeah.
That's okay.
Whatever makes your life easier. And if it's acceptable, then that's a great decision.
Yeah, okay.
Because I tell everybody, it's like yesterday, I flew those two ships And a lot of people ask me questions, especially this time of year because it's spring break and people come up out of the city to be along the water. And I get all kinds of questions, and they say, "Oh, you do this a lot. We've seen your videos before," and you know, they give you the kudos what you're doing. But I says, "Yeah, this is the fun part. Then I have to go home.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the arduous part, which I do it because I do it, but." It's the fun part is the flying, the editing. Now there's some people that love to edit, but it's not me.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Rodney Bell and Roger.
Hey, Rodney Bill. Hi, Roger.
Hey Rodney, how you doing?
I thank you, Kim. I might look at that film more. But so Hugh's giving me some videos now anyway, so I'll look through them and see where that leads me.
Well, and the thing of it is what you do is you go back and if you change a program, you go back and what you do is you go back and redo one of the ones you did, and then try and take an honest, how much better is this than that?
Yeah.
Because you could easily, I think, in my mind, is I could become disappointed. Now, my ship videos that I did yesterday, the ships were moving extremely slow. And I'm a firm believer that you want to keep it down under 4 minutes or best or right around the 3 minute mark because people don't.
Yeah.
And so I had to speed up the last 1,000 footer that went up the Indiana Harbor. It was going so slow. It ended up being 8 minutes of raw video. And I cut it down to, I think, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. So that meant I had two choices. I could either chop, fade in, chop, fade in, chop, fade in, or I could speed up sections. And I chose to speed up the sections. And so you might see somebody on deck walking across there like they were on a dead run. And it also doesn't give you the cinematic feel that you want to, but it gives, in my mind, the overall view of what I was seeing.
Yeah, because I flew that transporter bridge Sunday. It might have been Sunday. And what day are we today? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, I flew it Sunday and Tuesday. Sunday and yesterday. And the 2 different days, there's 2 different total colors.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got like nearly an hour's worth of footage, and I'm not happy with any of it.
Well, the thing of it is that you got to remember is the light and everything changes to, and
Oh yeah.
you know,
Big time.
there's the natural filters just in the atmosphere. You know, what might be perfectly red in this lighting, all of a sudden it clouds up and the red isn't as red anymore, you know?
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know.
Don't
I
beat
don't know.
yourself up. Just do what you want to do and don't be frustrated. And people will accept almost anything.
Yeah, no, it's just like my own thing. Normally, I'm never bothered. I just chuck videos up and just not bothered. But this time, I can't seem to like anything I've done out of it. You know, after like 50 minutes, I wanted to cut it down to 3 minutes.
I'm a firm believer, Rob, that everybody is your own worst critic.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rob, Kim says that he can Zoom with you sometime if you need to. He'll show you what he's learned on his photo editor or whatever.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. I would.
Fine.
Kim. Oh, thank you, Bill. Yeah, I got you on Facebook. Hugh was put me in a direction now with filters and other bits and pieces. So I'll have a look there.
Yeah, I mean, everything I learned about photography, literally, I learned from YouTube. I just watch videos. There's so much information out there. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Anything you want.
Oh yeah, 3D
Yeah.
printing, you know, how to make your way into the porn business. I mean, whatever you want to do. It wouldn't take me though. I don't know. I don't know why.
So did you have your meds today, Paul?
Do I have any what?
Meds. Did
Your
you
pills.
take your meds?
Oh, take my meds. Yes, I did. I took them earlier.
I
Yeah,
did
Blind Neil asked earlier.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
me
Kim, I've
too.
got a lizard behind me drinking. 100 mile an hour.
Oh. There's a happy kitty here.
She's your baby.
Says, hi, Uncle Paul. Hi, Uncle Steve, Rob, Uncle Dave. What's up? Hmm?
Hey, I'm going to show you a little bit of video, Rob, of what I was talking about. It might be choppy. We'll see. But here's the beginning of the Indiana Harbor coming up.
Oh, it
Was.
It didn't go, did it?
Nope, you're not sharing.
Came on, then it went off.
Let's try it again. Screen share. There we go. Share. So there's at regular speed. So you could sit here, it's like watching paint dry,
Yeah.
you know? And so cinematic wise, all your settings and everything are relevant because all of the light isn't changing, things aren't changing, all that kind of thing. And so even when it's like going by, see how slow it's going?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you can, and that's only probably the first quarter of the entire flight because as I normally do, I come around the back, go down the other
Yeah.
side,
Yeah.
around again. So now what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys how I ended up with it. Let me go down here.
Corey, what's up, buddy? Mike, how you doing, fellas? Good to see
Hey,
you.
Mike. Yeah, I know you have got the right idea, I think.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Gary.
Well, Gary, I should have some better flights today because I figured out my video problem. Now I should be able to go farther, faster, and have a little fun.
Oh, I see you rip it.
I'm gonna rip balls today, boys.
Gonna go.
Oh yeah, buddy. I'm gonna strap Annabelle to the top of the drone and just see what she does.
And have you got a GPS finder as well on that, Hugh?
Not on the Cinewhoop, no. On the other one, I do, but not that one, no.
Okay, be good, Tim. Kim,
Okay,
Tim,
Roger, have fun.
Have a good flight, guys.
and Roger. Have a good time.
Yep, it'll be a nice day.
Okay, so there it is sped up. And that's at 2 times speed.
That sounds like 70s porn music there.
Doesn't it?
Getting tripped.
So as you can see, it flows nice. It goes right along. So that's how I chopped it down. But you'll also see other portions where there's multiple chops. See right there, there's a golf cart on deck. I was telling somebody they have a golf cart to get
Oh,
around.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Then saying that, your skies as well are like mine. Just, I don't know if I'd call that washed, would you? Or is it just sky-like?
Hazy. It was really kind of hazy. The clouds, you can see they're up there, but it's hazy.
God, that water's green, isn't it?
Yep. And because the water reflects what the sky is.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, as you can see, the turns and everything are a little more abrupt because I'm at 2 times speed, twice speed, not just 0.5, not just 0.1.
What are you flying there, Paul?
That's the Mavic 2 Pro.
Yeah.
Man, you are such a good pilot to be able to go that smooth on
Yeah.
a around a moving object. That's impressive.
That takes some doing.
Yeah, it does.
I think you see this right up here. That guy is either playing on a tablet or it's a mannequin. Look, because that's one of the front lookouts.
Oh, wow.
His head is down, and it's like he's passed out.
Looks like he's probably looking down at the water to make sure.
I don't know what he's doing, but it was almost kind of creepy.
Yeah.
If I'd have been flying the Mavic 2 Zoom, I could have zoomed in on him. But see, right here, I'm at about 2.25, and then I slow it down to 2.
Can you pause there for a second? Pause the video.
Yeah.
Rob, look how washed out the back end of that, the right side of that video, right?
Yeah.
There's almost no dynamic range, and that's because Paul's now pointing into the sun.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about that because the only way is to fly the other direction, which he was doing at first. But when he wants to come around, you'll see that the video doesn't look quite as good now because there's too much light.
Yeah, and see, the thing of it is because this is what I want to capture.
That's okay. Yeah,
I'm okay with this being washed out. Because
exactly.
if I got that not washed out, this would be dark.
So that's the
Okay.
trick. You expose for the subject. In this case, the subject is the ship. You can't always
Yeah.
keep everything perfect.
Yep. And so, and you'll notice that
Yeah, it's just how much nicer it's become now. Is
The
that
light-
obviously where you've changed away from the sun, isn't it?
Exactly. So just keep that in mind when you're flying your shots. Like you might even want to fly to one spot so that you can fly back to have the sun behind you.
Yeah.
So you might need to go somewhere with the drone first and then start filming on the way back. I've done that lots. Mike says he expects good things. All right, Mike. Good to hear.
But that's just kind of an insight on me, what I do.
Mhm.
But you got to do how you take
Yeah.
what works for you. What works for one person doesn't necessarily mean it works for everybody.
Yep. I'm going to go back over to the couch. I will bring my phone. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. So Steve, I see you mounted your reel for your filament is off to the side and down low. That's kind of what isn't that what who was it? Somebody didn't. Oh, Kim didn't like his reel being up here because it was like. Oh,
Yeah, I wanted to do it for a while, but when I had 3 printers there, it wasn't enough room to do it side by side. But I got one out in the kitchen table that I've got to put back together now, so it gave me a bit more room. So I put it down there and shouldn't get so much top heaviness wobble now.
Right.
So it's looking pretty good. So I've got a few of them to do. I've got 4 I've been paid for. I've got another 4 to do. So what I need. Yeah. Cool. So Kim make any more teeth today?
I don't know what Kim's up to. I'm guessing that they're getting ready for their road trip.
Yeah.
They were going to head up to the area where they used to have a cabin up there.
All right.
Isn't it on a lake?
I think it was up in a higher elevation, and I thought there was more, like valleys and that kind of thing. Because right now, even though they're at a pretty high elevation, it's kind of a little bit of flat, and they were looking to get some more really good photos and videos and. Yep, Mike Kim is going flying. What you doing? I can tell when Mia starts to get bored. She comes in here and she gets about 12 feet away from me, stands, tail going like this, and she stares at me.
Let me outside. Come throw the ball for me.
What? What do you want? Come here. Come here. Say hello to, oh, say hello to everybody. Yes, I know.
Hey, Mia.
I know, because you're my baby. That's a good you are. I think it's like having kids.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Of course, Rob goes through the same thing because Snuggles is like that all the time too.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was-
Did Snuggles get his line going of t-shirts and
No, yeah, but his sort of girlfriend come something or other turned up on his stream yesterday.
whoa.
Yeah, so he's been hiding it away somewhere.
Things
Ah.
are heating up.
Well, she heard about the Cuddles and Snuggles
Show, yeah.
show, and also the fact that you're going to be having merchandise, and so you can smell the money.
Yeah.
Businessman.
Yep, I can see that coming now. Snuggles is going to have. You're going to have to keep an eye on that money tree. That's a good girl.
Oh, I don't want no part of it.
I hate to tell you, Rob, but you already are. I don't want to break it to you. I don't want to break it to you, but he's got plans, and you're part of it.
Oh, I've already got enough going on. Oh, so you ate today, Paul?
So what?
You ate today flying?
I don't know. I'm hoping to. There is another 1,000-footer that's about 1 to maybe 3 hours south of my location, so it puts it here around noontime.
Yeah.
But it is clouding up, and the clouds are not supposed to rain until later today, but who knows? But yeah, if I can, I will fly it because.
Do you see the same ships then over and over?
Pretty much, but there's hundreds of them,
Yeah.
Because when you add in, you got to add in the seagoing ships that come over and load up and then go back on out over to the ocean and then head out,
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of them that are redos, but every time, I say to myself, well, I've already gotten that one. Every time you shoot something, Rob, it's a different because the light's different, the time of day is different.
Yeah.
Wave action's different. The sun is at a different angle. So even though I have multiples of them, yes.
And do you keep a log of them ships then or anything?
Yeah.
You do you? What? Of what? When they come in and the dates and
Yeah. I just keep a written log like this. I got the date, the name of the ship, whether it's upbound, downbound. And but
anybody ever asked you then for information?
oh yeah, I just got an email the other day. Was it BBC or it was a public broadcasting is doing a documentary on ships at the Great Lakes and wanted to know if they could use my footage. I says, yeah, have at it. You're welcome to it.
Oh wow.
And of course they say if we use any of it, we will give you the credits. I said, okay. I don't, because if I was in it to make money, I have long time ago had enough subscribers to monetize, but I just choose not to. It's just
Yeah,
something more to mess with,
I'm not bothered about that.
I don't blame you, Paul.
Because people that monetize, unless you're really, got 100,000, 200,000, or 1.5 million subscribers, you're not going to make any kind of big money. You're going to get a twinky little check here, a twinky little check there, and that's too much messing around, because then you got to track that for financial reasons, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I know.
All right, my least favorite part of cat ownership is done. Litter box changed.
Oh, there you go. Have you got, Hugh, that automatic litter box or no?
No, I didn't like the look of them.
Okay. Lynn used to do what you did for the longest time, and then about a year or so ago, she decided and broke down, because they're not cheap, but the automatic one.
Yeah.
She sings the praises now left and right. She says, I don't
I
know
had
how to
one.
do it sooner.
Yeah.
I had an automatic one. I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still makes a mess, but
So a very last question. I fly mainly my Maverick Air 2, but I have got the Maverick 2 Pro. Yeah. If I'm liking this editing and adjusting things a little bit more, is it worth me keeping the 2 Pro? Because I was thinking about selling it because I don't use it.
Everybody will tell you that if you don't fly, you sell it. However, the Mavic 2 Pro has a 1-inch sensor, and everybody talk about a 1-inch sensor, and you may get into a situation where, gosh, I'd really like to have the bigger or dynamic sensor, more pixels and everything else, and the 2 Pro will give that to you.
That's your best drone, Rob. I would keep that above all the others.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I just find it more confusing and more awkward to use.
Well,
yeah.
You can fly it in auto, and you'll still get a better picture than you will in auto and a 2/3 or whatever sensor. But I will never get rid of, unless they came out with another 1-inch sensor on a. But see, where I fly, I get variable winds. The other day I was down there flying that, and it was gusting 25 to 30 miles an hour, and yet the drone moved a little bit in the air, but not much, and I could still control it and still return to home and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, all right, I'll keep it, because I haven't flown it in, I don't know, maybe 8, 9, 10 months, maybe.
You might want to fly it, cycle the batteries, and get it out there.
Yeah.
And fly it a little bit. But what you'll find is that, like, if you want to get somewhere, it's really, how long would you say, Hugh, after sunset? The guys out of New York fly that 1-inch sensor, and they get those New York shots all the time at nighttime.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I've never had a good 1-inch sensor. The best camera I ever had was my Mavic Air, and it was not very good in low light.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Then low light, that's where you set the aperture to longer, is that right?
No, low light, like dawn or dusk.
Yep.
Or nighttime, when the sun's
Just after
gone.
sunset, or just before sunrise, or that's low.
Yeah, you set something for longer, don't you? So it captures more light. Is that what you're on about?
Yeah, you can do that for pictures, but if you're doing video, see, everything I shoot, Rob, is in video, because my theory is this: I can take video and make it into a photo, but I can't take photos and make it into a video.
Yeah.
So it's like when I go out and fly, I shoot all video, and then I go through and I pull out
bit by bit, yeah. If you want a picture,
photos or whatever, and that's the way I can do it. And then I have photos. So there's the Indiana Harbor after I've added a little bit more blue color to the water. because it was a little bit more of a lighter blue. And there's another photo.
So where you said you added a bit more color to the water, what did you use to do that?
Well, and I'm doing it in Microsoft, just a minimal, the one that used to come with everything.
So there's two settings that can affect. There's two main settings to bump your color up, Rob. There's saturation and vibrance.
Yep.
That most programs will have.
Saturation and what? Sorry.
Vibrance.
Okay.
And so see there, it's washed out because the sun is just above the horizon there.
Yeah.
Wow,
But-
that is such a beautiful shot right there.
Because I wanted to show the subject more than I cared about being a little bit blown out, you know?
Yeah.
And there's
Somebody has their YouTube on. I can hear it.
Not me. I got told off before.
No, I haven't.
That's Rob's Alexa bubbling.
I was going to say, I think it's my tank bubbling.
Don't you have your Echo Dot doing that?
But no.
It's Dave's stomach grumbling.
Yeah, we hear the tank bubbling. That's what it is. That's all right.
Oh, that was me. I had my YouTube playing on my phone. I'm sorry. What a dumbass I am.
Ah,
I'm like, who's got their YouTube playing? Oh, wait, it's me.
it's me.
Yeah, Rob, once you do something and it's acceptable to you, you gotta kind of like put it on the shelf like a great book, you know, just go move on to the next one because
Yeah,
otherwise you'll beat yourself up. Last night I was thinking about that video I did of the Indiana Harbor where I sped it up to 2 times and everything, and it's not as smooth as the original. I was thinking, well, maybe I should go and re-edit that and change it. And I thought, you could do that on all your videos forever.
Yeah, like that. I think it was like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. We ran up a local forest with a big reservoir, and again I took maybe an hour's worth of footage, come back, and I didn't like none of it. I don't know why. Normally I just I don't know, just check it together, check it up on YouTube, and just not bothered. But I don't know.
But you got to remember that video, even though you may not have thought it was your best, is better than no video of that scene at all.
Well, I
Somebody,
don't know about that.
somebody will watch it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
If it's bad video, nobody wants to see it.
well,
Honestly.
yeah, if it's bad. But what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, if he just didn't like the saturation, if he just didn't like how well it might have been blown out here or there.
Yeah, yeah.
Rogers, you know, he complains about it.
Hey, Hodges.
Hey, Paul Hodges.
Hey guys.
Hey, Paul Hodges.
Roger complains all the time about flying his same old farm type of thing, you know, his farm scenes.
Yeah.
But people watch it.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I don't know why. I'm not doing this so people can watch me. I'm honest doing it for myself, but I don't know.
Well, I think Paul's either eating breakfast or Paul went to Tim Hortons.
No, that
And
11 loaf.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm having a good day, thanks, Stella.
yeah,
Okay, and the winner is. Oh, okay, Paul. What would your remember I showed you that one house yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what was your guess? I forget.
Didn't I say 2.1 or 2.2?
I think it was 1 point. I think it was 1.2.
1.2. Yeah.
Got a picture, Paul Hodges?
Yeah, it was 1.1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you got a picture, Paul Hodges?
Yeah. Just give me a second here.
I'm just curious. That's all. Just a quick one.
Got to think where it is. Is it plugged in? Yeah. Okay.
No, you showed us something well above that, you know, I couldn't imagine people even more, you know.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine what the even if you had 25 or 30% down, what the mortgage payment would be.
Oh.
I
That's right,
do know
fella.
what he's.
You're right, Stella.
Yeah, like I know Stella. And I think I'm just being too hard on myself for some reason.
Love Grove. Oh, no, wrong one. I'm close. Just clicked on the wrong.
I mean to say, Rob, if you weren't happy with the stuff you were filming, you wouldn't put it up on YouTube to start with.
I don't normally I would.
If you want to get better, I understand that. So you can only do that one way. Keep going.
Yeah.
There you go, Rob.
I'm waiting for it to come on.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's a pretty house, isn't it?
It's a corner.
Yeah.
There's no.
The only thing I find it is like suburbia, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If
You can jump from one roof to the next.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Show them
They
down the side there, Paul.
Oh, okay.
They say detached, but it's only like a 3-foot gap.
Yeah, it's like a lot of houses they're doing in the States, like in estates in Australia and that sort of thing, new building complex and that they got the houses so close together. They don't have eaves anymore because they bumped up within like 2 meters of each other, I think. The brickwork and a fence down the middle of it. So yeah, get very close. I'm glad I'm out of that shit here. Out in the country.
Look at there. That's the property
Yeah.
line, I think, is the edge of that cement, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And because
Yeah,
I think the fence line is right here, right?
Yeah.
That's the width of a gate. What's the gate? 3 feet?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. About 2 meters.
Yeah, like if I go back, just measure a bit.
Nice house, though.
Look at the yard; it's not very big.
No, not at all, is it? Must be a bit of a rich area there, Paul.
I guess. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, and how much was that? 1.1.
Yeah, 1.1 million.
Did it sell, Paul?
I don't know. I just seen the listing this morning, earlier
Okay,
this morning.
so-
Hey,
What
look
you
at that.
What you got to also figure in there, Rob and Steve, is that those houses have been going for over listing.
hmm
In other
Have
words,
they?
it's a bidding war.
Yeah.
That's crazy, how it is. Right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Oh, hey Stella, how you doing? Yeah, I got one time
Hey,
removal.
Wizard, how you doing? Welcome.
Yeah, I got one sign to remove in London, but I got another one to install Thursday morning. So I don't know. But they're two opposite ends, of course.
You been doing any more aerial videos or?
Not in the last couple of days. That was the last house I did. That one there I did. I flew it Sunday.
Yeah.
And he just got the picture, yesterday afternoon. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's but I used to think it was crazy for people to live in apartment buildings too.
yeah.
But some people don't want to have to mess with yards. Some people don't want to
Nope.
have to deal with all that stuff.
Yeah.
They just they're happy to have a garage and then their dwelling.
Yep.
Okay. 90 neighbors. Yeah.
It was funny, Paul. I was looking at the inside pictures too. Either the people don't own much stuff because half the rooms look like they were empty. Like, they didn't have anything out and all that kind of stuff. It was just.
Do you
Yeah.
think, Paul, that the realtor, that it has been empty for a while, and the realtor, because they have those companies that'll come out and stage it. They'll put in
Yeah.
furniture and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff to make it look lived in.
Yep. Yeah, they did that just down the street here about a year or 2 years ago. There was a house, they rebuilt the whole thing, but it had a company come in and put furniture all in it and everything else just for staging.
Yep.
Just
And I used to think that was crazy, all that work and all that stuff. But it's proven that if you have an empty house and you actually have it filled with furniture and staged, it shows better, and it's like double the traffic. You know?
oh yeah. No, see, there was one I was looking at. Was it Vancouver? I forget how much it was like, I don't know, like 1.6 million. It went for 2.1. You know, it's just going, what?
Yeah.
It was like 600,000 over the asking it went for.
Well, I know Andrew's still been looking for a new house.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't want to be looking for a new home now, another home.
well, at my age and stage, I don't want to go anywhere. You know, I'm pretty comfortable where I am. Although I could do a yard sale and get rid of some stuff that I've been hanging on to for no good reason.
To say the least.
Hey, there he is. Andrew's here.
Morning.
Speak of the devil.
Hey, Andrew.
How are you?
Andrew.
Good morning, Steve. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Ralph Rob. I know he can't hear me at the moment, but
Hugh is listening to us, and he's on the couch with Annabelle.
Hugh, do you read me? Hugh, are you there? How are you guys today?
Well, we're hanging in here, right? I don't know what your weather's like there, Andrew, but it's starting to cloud up. Later today, we're supposed to get rain. So
Don't have the luxury of a weather cam like Roger out my front window. That I gotta go.
Wouldn't it be nice if you snuck over there and you wired his car up, so when Kim's in the back seat and Roger's driving, we could hear and see them. You know?
Yeah,
Put a little spy camera in there.
Yeah.
Idea. I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
we knew you would.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. No, today is sunny. Well, it says a bit of cloud, but no precipitation or anything. So, Roger, did he go out today?
Well, they were getting ready last they talked.
Okay. Because like it's going up to 17 degrees, which Celsius, which is 59, up to 64.
I'm gonna have to put my headphones on. I can't hear you, Andrew.
Is it hard for? Is it not coming in well?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's better. So I got the printer going next to me as well. I got that noise. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's cool.
64 degrees this afternoon, which is 18 degrees Celsius. That's the nicest we've had yet, I think. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm sure we'll get rain at some point. Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Hey, morning, Andrew.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good. You?
Oh, not too bad.
Where's the truck in for repair?
Yeah, I'm just too lazy to turn it back on. I had it like this last night and just came back. I forgot about it till I went and opened up OBS. Because I'm still going through OBS. I just made the window bigger. It's all there. And how's everything with you, Rob?
Yeah, all right. All right.
That's good to see you.
Same crap, different day, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't that the
Yes,
truth?
you did, now.
You were talking about staging a while ago. I got a friend and oh my god, they're outside of Ajax, Ontario. Can't remember the town. Anyways, Baltimore, Ontario, that's where they live. And her husband's a contractor. She has her own business. She took over from her father doing heating ducts and that. But they do staging, and that's one lucrative sideline into it. Like there's no shortage of work in that. I don't know where they find the time with their other work, But yeah, staging is a big business. Very good money.
Well, it does make a difference, I think, in
Yep.
in boosting traffic for any particular property.
Yeah.
Yep. And with them, a lot of times they'll like, because some places like use even like their inflatable beds that replicate like a queen and stuff. So you have two options. They have their certain stuff that they'll take, and they have a storage that it goes into and not being used, but usually it's being bumped from one location to the next.
Right.
But they also will buy stuff like from Wayfair and all those places, do the house up, and ends up the furniture goes along with the house sale. So they don't even have to move it. They got to go buy new stuff because they went with the deal. So
Yeah.
But on about working things, yesterday, you know what website we got, I won't go into it. Yesterday, somebody tried hacking it, and they done nearly 40 attempts at trying to get in. And every time they got blocked, you know, they disrupted a bit of the site. They come back in then on a different IP address.
Jesus.
And tried again, they just went over for like an hour.
Wow.
Just trying to get in, like they.
Well, you can't have nothing today, even if it's digital.
No, oh my God, they've taken down like half of the site they
Oh.
have at the moment.
Mm. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, shit happens, doesn't it?
Every day. It's just the
Mm.
depth varies.
It's too bad. We believe me, we know all about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Go Fish, by the way, sorry I didn't say hi a while ago. Blizzard, JD, Old Crony's Garage. Andrew, I snitched out on your wall ago.
Sorry, Blizzard, I missed you as well. I did, mate. And Crony.
Stella sent me a drawing she did, and I'm letting you guys see it right now.
Oh,
Wow.
That's cool.
very good.
Very talented lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to try and do it now? A little snuggles and cuddles.
Well, there you go. You could do a thumbnail for Snuggles and Cuddles.
There you go.
And you could end up in their merchandise line.
Hey, David.
Here he comes, the beard of knowledge.
Hello, David.
Steve, Andrew, Paul,
David.
Rob, the other Paul.
Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
David.
How you doing, David?
Yeah, it's one of those days.
What happened?
It's just nothing's happening. That's the problem.
I just had same crap, different day.
No, it's actually different. No, it isn't. It's the same crap. It's the same crap going on politically up here, and it's just being, it's you know, it's the usual hypocrisy of it, and it's you can't get away from it at the moment up here. It's everywhere you look.
Yeah.
But other than that, no flying. It's windy and wet. Got a cup of tea. What more could I want?
Yeah,
Life
how
is
much
good.
more could you
Yeah,
want?
like you're having a lovely day.
Has anybody seen Tim?
Yeah.
He's in bed. He's got to get down to Brisbane at 5 o'clock in the morning. So,
Yeah, that's what he's telling you.
oh, no.
Oh, at
he's
least
learning
5
the
minutes.
stuff, man.
I've got this picture of him going down one of the streets of Dundee.
Oh,
Oh, at least for
Send it
5
to
minutes,
me
you
and
let
I'll
all the
give it to you.
riffraff in. I tell you.
There he
Oh,
goes.
there he is. There he is.
There he is. There he is.
We're back to the peacock now, are we?
But you can tell he's not how you doing right there because the feathers the feathers aren't
You're a little
up.
bit down there.
But he's on ready. He's on call on notice.
And I think that might be the walk of shame when he got shut down.
Well, it could be,
yeah.
We had our bins empty this morning, David.
Well, I'm happy to hear you. That's your.
Yeah, no, they left that on my bin.
What is it? I can't see it.
Oh, this is the thing. Because I had one bag and the lid wasn't shut tight, they put a notice on it that I exceeded the limit.
I thought our council was bad.
Because then the lid wasn't level shut. It was, a little bit while the black bag was thing.
Really?
Must
Yeah,
have
okay.
you doing
I
it.
go fish.
Yeah, fucking petty, man.
Idiots.
Morning, Andrew. Good morning, David.
How are you?
Use back.
Go Fish said she had contact with Tim last night.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, there was a few of us on a Zoom today.
What kind of contact are we talking
not
about?
Johnson.
Yeah,
But,
I had a link up Tim this morning, about 2:30 this morning.
Yeah.
I think something like that.
2 this morning.
He was looking for the 2 o'clock rendition.
I was probably asleep. It's just frustrating. I think what it really is with me is I know things are starting to open up, but it's just not happening quick enough for me. and I hate wishing my life away, but I wish it was a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
See, David, for that kind of stuff, because you do have some pundit comments and stuff, I'd like to see you make a new segment on your channel called This Burns My Sod. And it's you like high stepping through the peat, stroking the beard, contemplating it, and then you give us your views and stuff like that and everything. I would like to watch something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about the wading through peat. And,
you got to be on a mission. You got to have a little bit of Braveheart in you as you go across the screen. Set the dynamic. Really.
Oh, so you want the kilt on as well as well?
Well, I do not to say that, of course. That goes without saying. I mean, I do.
Andrew, we can see your face this morning. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're truckless. What's going on?
I'm truckless. That's right.
You're truckless, man.
The software finally rebelled and said, if you're not going to play properly.
Yeah. I did last night. And I got
out. He's on a time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
what are you going to do? Your wife last night?
Yeah. That's what it says about one of the expansion maps says never drink and drive except for now.
Well, is this got the right idea?
For a while.
That screen when it's close to you, you don't want to drink on it anyways. It's enough to make you sick. It's that close. It gets a little too realistic if you leave over those hills and that.
Oh, I've done some. I haven't quite done that, Blizzard, but I've done something very similar. Especially,
yeah, you got the right idea.
We're on a run up to an election at the moment. So when they start sending the stuff through, in the previous election, I collected an envelope post-paid from each party and filled it with the other party's stuff that came through our door, and then just posted them. Saves filling up your mail with it, Rob, and being over the limit.
Yeah. Did you watch him, Lee Evans, at all, David?
Who?
Lee Evans, the comedian.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what he said when he said he gets some, letter through the door. So he obviously, poops in it and sends it back and writes in it like, you send me some of your crap, I'll send you some of mine.
Well, the thing is you got to be careful, Rob. You don't want to get too many of those notices because they might send you to garbage recycling school.
Oh, the other day we had a box in the plastic thing, and we had a big sign on there, a red one, warning you have contaminated. Just put it in the other box for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the re-education thing that they do over here. When you get too many tickets or too many warnings, you have to go to a class.
Hey, Laura.
I think if a councillor up here tried something like that, he'd end up out on his ass.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I mean, we have to recycle, and there are, if they find recyclable stuff that is in your other bin, they will say something about it. But You can fill your bin. You can put cardboard boxes beside it. They're happy to take it all.
No, can't you? Everything's got to be in the Pacific ones. Well, it depends. Sometimes they get an inspector who goes round with them.
Have a good night, Stella.
Oi,
Yes,
yeah,
Stella.
go fish.
See you,
Yeah.
Stella.
Hey, little llama Laura, how are you?
Hey, Laura.
Morning, Laura.
Laura? Going for a swim.
But
You
Yeah,
can't recycle.
I'm envisioning your photo, Andrew, of Roger and Kim finally hitting the road again.
Go ahead, Paul.
And-
Go
and-
ahead.
and you know what? You know the headrest on the back of the seat. I
Yeah.
can just envision Kim hitting it every once in a while. Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
I picture one of those screens attached to it with SpongeBob on to keep them quiet and content till they get there. So-
Yeah, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good, Laura. Where you going? Anywhere nice?
You know what would be better addition to that? I don't know if you could do it or not, Andrew. Would be to have like his right hand holding an
No.
FPV, holding an FPV drone up in the air, like going zoom, zoom, zoom.
No, that one's the picture's gone. It's done. Yeah, that's way too much work. I've already invested too much time into something that doesn't make a bit of sense.
What does Ksenia think when she sees you spending that much time on a photo?
Pretty used to it. I my other job, like I say, like when I worked for that music company, I was doing that back in the early 2000s with everybody that worked there all the time. That was just, yeah, that was my breaks when I had nothing to do. I'd jump into that. So it's become a tradition, I guess.
Yeah, David, I like that muckraking thing that Andrew was that idea.
I'd watch it. I do. You know, lay it on thick. It's got to be thick. You got to go big or not, or go home. Like,
Or if you know somebody that has like a whole corral of pigs sitting in muck, you know, or walking around, you could be standing there and doing your little video there.
like what's his name that used to come in here from Scotland? He does all that fantastic work up in the mountains there. Him and his
Jäger
dog
Scott.
would-
Yeah,
Jäger Scott. You know, that kind of a shot. It's you in a silhouetted evening, you know,
Yeah.
high stepping across the peat. You know, it has to be in the kiln. It has to be in the peat to set the tone. And then you come up and you just stare at the camera and stroke the beard, and then you go into your spiel about it. You know, like
You know how many days a year we get times like that? You know, the sunset and the peat and everything. You know,
So you have to have a whole bunch of script and you stop this one and then redo it again and do
yeah,
that.
yeah. I want to see mean-spirited wisdom. That's what I want to hear. Like towards the government
Mean-spirited
stuff.
wisdom.
Yes. I'm coining a new phrase.
I've been trying to stay away from the mean.
Yeah, I know,
spirited
I know.
wisdom. There's lots of that already on YouTube.
Yeah. True enough. True enough. Point well taken.
Has that Laura just set us a challenge, do you think, Rob? Embarrass her on the bus?
Will we get a ticket for swearing
I never got
from the conductor?
water.
The whole bus can hear us? Oh my God. Laura.
Yeah.
Let's
Can't
say some
stand Essex
inappropriate
anyway.
things.
I hate Essex.
The bus service is terrible.
Oh,
Birmingham forever.
The people are all fake. They're
Laura's
all
gonna get
plastic.
kicked off.
Hey,
You've said nothing that isn't true so far.
everybody, if you can hear me, I want you all to start singing "We Are Family." A busload of us, and we are family.
Oh boy.
They might want to hear the Muppets.
Oh, yeah, we could do the Muppet too.
I'm going with Hugh. I'm telling you. He's on to something.
Yeah, Paul, don't quit flying ships, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
Don't give up the day job.
Exactly.
Are you ready, Paul?
Hey, I'm ready.
Oh,
I am
sweet
always
Jesus.
ready.
This is
No.
Are you ready?
Hey.
Is everybody ready on the bus?
everybody on the bus. Here we go. We're gonna
I
take.
wish they had a big 60-inch screen on that bus.
I'm hitting the eject button.
Yeah.
Oh, that's empty the bus.
Oh my God, Paul Hodges, you look like you're like in some sort of Carol Burnett skit every time.
Paul, do you know every time you do that, God rips the wings off an angel in retribution?
Well, look up because they're falling like hell.
They're falling.
It's raining wings.
Now I'm going to sound really stupid now. Andrew, what does that word mean then? Your display name. I can't speak French.
It's me.
It's not French.
Say it's me.
It's
Sorry?
the name.
It's cesspool. That's what it's called. Cesspool.
Cesspool.
Oh, my name. Oh, I thought you meant.
You
I
must-
thought you meant
you must have-
Pusha. Oh, c'est moi. C'est moi.
You must have
That's-
done enough schoolboy French to get that, Rob.
No.
It's me. C'est moi.
Hey, I got it right.
There you go.
I was always in
I
that.
done like half a year of French lessons in high school. Way back when.
And look at you. See, they paid off. So good for good on you.
See, they said you never use it, Steve.
I was the one guy said, it's me. That'll do.
I was always in the retards class.
Oh no.
Short bus kind of special.
No, I had to walk. Wasn't that far.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
Jeez. It's the day of self-deprecation, I guess.
Rob, I didn't know you had a Mavic Air 1.
Sorry?
I see your Mavic Air 1 sitting on your shelf there.
Hey.
I didn't know you had one. I thought you had a Mavic Air 2.
There's not a Maverick Air 1 year.
Isn't there sitting the black one sitting right there?
To your left shoulder.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Oh, is
That's
it a knockoff?
No, it's a
Drone.
I
Oh,
don't
it
know.
looks just like a
Uh,
Mavic Air 1.
JJRCX12.
Oh, that's a good looking copy.
Yeah, it's
You had me fooled.
yeah, it's got 3-axle gimbal and everything else.
Oh, right on.
And yeah, I can get a bit of 2-mile range out of it.
Wow.
It's a really good drone.
It's got the gimbal, but is it a stabilized?
Yeah,
video?
yeah, 3-axle. Yeah. Yeah, it was about 300 pound when I bought it.
Right
Oh,
on.
Laura's being kicked off the bus, Paul.
Yeah,
Oh no.
You put out at the next stop. Yep.
I think that's what she's saying there. Yeah.
And I'm getting kicked off, in other words. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, dear.
God, I haven't been on a bus in 20 years, 25 years.
Paul
Oh.
goes almost every day.
Yeah,
I
Paul
got my
does.
boss pass this time, round about this time last year. I'd had it about a week, in fact, so it was a week ago, like this time last year. And they
You have
announced the
bus service out where you are?
Yeah, we've got lots
Really?
of buses.
Really? I just assumed a small town wouldn't have bus service.
No, the number, for example, the number 10 goes between Aberdeen and Inverness, and that passes through the town.
You see,
We've
we
got-
don't have that here in Canada.
No.
In the small towns, there's no bus service.
And you go, especially like in Eastern Europe and those places, there's bus stops in the middle of literally nowhere. There's like
That's
3
awesome.
houses,
yeah.
and
Wow.
you'll have a bus stop there. Yeah, I found that it's strange at first too to get used to.
That's really good, though. I think that's laudable
is.
for sure. But
Well, in the States, I remember seeing older movies where all of a sudden a bus would pull up like at a dirt road and let
yeah,
Yeah,
Right on it going, you know?
It's not like that anymore, though, is it, down there?
But
I mean, you
thought-
get your Greyhound buses, but only in the big cities usually, and
Yeah.
No, I got my bus pass, and then they announced the lockdown, and
yeah, that sucks.
you know, you've got to stand on one leg, finger up your nose, wearing a mask, and singing "God Save the Queen" to get on the bus. So I haven't
Mhm.
bothered.
I would like to see you singing "God Save the Queen" to get on a bus. Now that would
Bring
be
her victorious. Blah,
No,
blah, blah.
because I'd have to sing the band verse about the rebellious Scots to crush.
that's where the kilt would be handy.
They never sing that verse, do they?
Is
No.
that was a David? Is that where the phrase "off kilter" came from?
Oh
No.
I doubt it.
I always wondered where "off kilter" came from, but I thought.
Hugh, do you still watch Bald Bankrupt sometimes?
I've still never been to his channel. I keep meaning to. Every time you mention it,
Okay, now I'm
I keep
angry at
meaning to
you.
go
You
and I
get your
never do.
ass. So there's your homework for today.
I know. What's up? Did he do something new?
No, but you see him like a lot of times, like now, right now he's traveling to the Ukraine, for instance, and you see like he'll go out to these places and he'll get off in this bus stop and you'll see it's in like in the middle of nowhere. It's just this rural bus stop, and then you got to walk like 2-3 kilometers just to get to a town like from it.
Wow, that's wild.
Mm.
Yeah, we're not. North America is not much of a walking culture, or
No.
like
No.
it's much more prevalent to use like bicycles and walking in Europe and other places.
Well, it was newer, exactly, and then it was centralized for living, and then all of a sudden with a car, it didn't. It kind of bypassed that whole step.
Yeah.
Hugh and Dave.
In Europe, don't they still have, like on the front of some bus routes, have bicycle rack where you can just put your bike on the front and go and then take it off when you get off?
I've never seen that.
Netherlands. The Netherlands does. I don't know about anywhere else.
That's yeah, maybe Brussels.
They do here in Ottawa.
Here you bring
Ottawa
your,
has bike racks.
yeah, but like in Montreal we do too, but inside the bus, not on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
You
think
really
you
want
should
someone
have
to
them on the front of the bus here in Columbia.
Yeah.
David
Oh,
and
wait
Hugh,
a
I
second.
just
I'm a liar. I said I wasn't on a bus in 25 years. That's not true. I was on a bus in 2017 when I was in Iceland. Totally forgot about that.
well, I was just about to say I've sent you a picture of the volcano on Instagram.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Somebody's flying a FPV DJI around it.
Oh,
It's pretty awesome. It is.
let's check that out.
Somebody's going to have to ring me. I've lost my phone.
You want to post that link here in the chat? You can, Wallstrom.
No, it's on Instagram, so I
Oh,
can't.
okay.
That's why I can't share it with anybody else. Only the people I'm connected with on Instagram.
Let's see.
Unless
I can
somebody
probably
here knows
hold
how
on.
to do it.
I don't know how to share. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, there it is, Rob. Okay. Oh, no. Things are slow this morning. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see if I can share my screen on mobile. Does anybody know how to do that?
Not a clue.
Oh, share content. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Screen. Everything on your screen, including notes, will be recorded. Enable, do not start broadcast. Okay. Let's see if I can. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Holy freaking hell.
Mm.
Imagine losing your drone in that. I guess you're not getting it back.
I mean, wouldn't it get singed a bit?
That's impressive.
The heat coming off that.
That's the new FPV DJI, isn't it? The one you want.
Oh, I just want the
look at that.
goggles. Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, they wouldn't be able to stay over it very long because of the heat.
Yeah.
I would think not, eh? Damn, that's impressive. Anyway, it looks like it's just on a loop there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thanks for showing me that, Rob. I really appreciate that. That's cool.
I normally send any old crap along I do to everybody.
Yeah, it beats those naked pictures of yourself any day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. The man
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't suit me.
Naked snuggles and cuddles.
Yeah, you can keep sending those. I like those.
You know, if somebody were good, they could put Snuggles and Cuddles kind of lean back in that volcano as it's going.
That'd be some way to sweat off some weight, wouldn't it?
How did Snuggles get top billing?
Yeah.
So, Rob, is Sam still in school or is he done?
He's done. He's 23.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how old he was. Okay.
Yeah.
And now is focused on his new job is Snuggles and Cuddles Productions. Yep.
Yeah, his missus come on to cam as well. Yes, thank you.
Oh, really?
His missus is his mother or his wife?
No, his girlfriend. Then I should say.
Oh, okay. Does he live with the girlfriend?
No. He lives with a mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Which is his nan. But yeah, I don't know, maybe a month ago or 2 months ago, he showed me somebody on some dating app.
Oh, that was the girl that was on his thing yesterday on his stream.
Yes, yeah, but she actually come onto the panel. She did. She turned her phone on.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
So her and Sam are dating or something?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I don't think they've met up though, but I don't know.
Now does Sam work?
Yeah, no, he looks after his dad, looks after his nan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a carer as well. He is for them.
Full-time caretaker.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to take care of us old folks, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have my Mia for.
Hi, Drone Shots.
Yeah.
Drone shot.
Hey, Drone Shots.
There's Annabelle.
There's Annabelle.
Sitting there, happy as a little clam.
She's sleeping.
See you soon, Laura.
Here, Laura.
I'm going to have to paint you a visual picture because I didn't have a camera. It's always the way. Spidey was playing with one of Lindsay's shoelaces.
Oh, yes. My cat does that.
This morning. Not that the shoes were on Lindsay's feet, but they were just lying in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you hear is bang, crash, rattle, bang, and the cat running.
Uh-oh.
And then something thuds against my seat in here, and the cat
no
running
cat.
again. Anyway, when the dust settled, we worked out what had happened. She'd got the lace caught between her paws, claws.
Yeah.
It given her sort of a fright. So she'd set off, and of course the shoe followed her, which had just made things worse.
Shit. My cat plays with my shoelaces and unties them every day almost. She teases them apart. So every time I go to put on my friggin' shoes, I got to retie the damn things. It's so annoying.
You need to get one of those Velcro shoes.
I should.
Yeah, Velcro.
No, that's a sign of getting old, that is. Velcro shoes.
Yeah. Well, I tie them loose enough so that I can slip them on, right? But the cat, she seems to think I need them undone. I don't
A
know.
bit looser, yeah. She's just looking out for you, Hugh.
I know.
Didn't come to Australia here. We just wear thongs.
There you go. There you go.
Which is a horrible picture, really.
Even
when you
during
put the
winter, I'm
claw
wearing
along up
thongs.
here.
Are you talking about thongs or are you talking about flip-flops?
Flip-flop thongs, you know?
Yeah.
Because we all
Good morning,
know
Drone Shots.
we all know what a thong is, you know?
Yeah.
Banana hammock. Yeah.
That's it.
A banana hammock. Oh my
The
God.
what's the Apple version there, Andrew, of that?
That is definitely banana hammock. Yes, without a doubt, they've adopted.
You know, we don't wear thongs out here. We wear mankinis.
Man canes.
Murray, don't you cabana boy me. I'm telling you.
A funny phrase I heard a couple of months ago for somebody's butt was a balloon knot. I find that hysterical.
A balloon knot. Okay.
Yeah, I see the imagery. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Silly things, please, silly minds, I suppose.
Good times. Good times.
So, Andrew, are you looking up Mankini, are you?
No, no.
I
Actually,
thought you
got
might have been.
doing a
No,
little
we
bit.
had
You
the,
might have-
Actually,
we had
doing a
the
little bit
pleasure
of
of
work.
Mark.
One.
Yeah. Mm-mm. No, I don't think I can handle that this morning. There.
He's
No,
just
I'm
spent
trying
the
to-
last week sorting out his search history. He's not going to put that in it.
That is so gone. That is never coming back. I had made peace with it a long time ago. Yeah.
Hi, Northeast Drones.
Morning, Northeast.
Oh, is that Matt?
Yep, that's Matt.
Mhm.
What's up, Matt? Good to see you, buddy.
Matt, we were talking about you last night. I didn't know you played in a Pink Floyd tribute band.
Yeah, he does.
I was all schooled up on that last night. That's awesome.
Hey, Matt, how's the Rick Halbert tribute video coming along?
Hey, Matt, here you go.
Yeah, I didn't realize until yesterday, Matt, I wasn't subscribed to you. But I am now. I subscribed yesterday to you. Apologies for that.
I think Steve's printing a small aircraft. That's what it says there, isn't it? Little plane.
It's a little plane.
Yeah, isn't that the one where you put the light behind
Not
it?
a little
it's,
plane. Little plane.
Yeah.
You must have a list, David. List of plane. Still getting files in. Yeah, he's still getting a lot of videos in. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, Roger and Kim have got to be on their way by now, wouldn't you think, Andrew?
I'd say so if they're going. I'm sure they want to get the day is nice for it. It's already, like I say, 8 degrees or so. So
Yeah.
a good day.
They might be on their way back. It might have been too windy.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
think
don't
I
say
think I think he's scared of being outside at this point. I think he's been in too long. He's almost like looking for reasons not to go. I don't like the way that bird's flapping in the tree. That's
That's cool, Matt.
yeah. I'm out.
Tell him, Dad.
Yeah.
I can really just see Kim again, like, you know, with the harness on from the baby seats.
Balloon in the hand, stomping back in the house.
Yeah. Or with one of them bungees. No, so that you have like the kids, the elastics attached to Roger's wrist. So you can't walk more than 10 foot away. Come on, Kimmy, this way.
Yeah. Stop fidgeting.
It's got to be one of the best photos I've seen, that is. It's up there with the snuggles and cuddles part time.
He's that's our Kim.
I've been working on something, Andrew.
Oh,
I think I've got the kind of look you're after for this video.
don't tease me.
There it is.
Yes, yes,
Oh my God.
yes, Please do this.
David, was that you in one of those pictures?
Oh no.
You can tell it wasn't me. My butt wasn't reaching my shoulders.
Huh.
David's been working those glutes again.
Oh my god. I think
Far too skinny to be Sam as well.
that's smashing, as they say. By the way, Dave, we were talking about you last night. We were watching a documentary, Xenia and I, about Antarctica, and talking about the divisions and everything. And they had mentioned about Falkland War, and I was saying that you were stationed in the Falkland Islands. Xenia didn't know that you had served.
Yeah, I spent time down there right at the end of the war, and
Did you, David?
a couple of years after.
In Antarctica?
Yeah. No, on the Falklands.
Falkland Islands.
Oh, Falklands, gotcha.
Oh, wow. We never knew that, David.
Part of being in the Air Force. It's just
The end of the war, that's very specific because it was like such a short war. That's why.
well, yeah, it was. It was literally after the soldiers had done their stuff, and they were redoing Stanley, and there were still attacks coming in from where do you call it, Argentina, with the aircraft, the Picara and the
oh really,
the Hawks.
Wow.
Skyhawks.
I didn't know if you were down there for the war or not.
No, not before. I was back down again afterwards.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, she didn't know you had served. Hey, Matt.
Hey, young Matt.
Hey, Matt.
How you going, fellas?
Hey, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
How are you?
Going fantastic, mate.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
I've just got another couple of files. I've just been editing, man. I've just got to give it a bit of a break, mate. My eyes are falling out of my head.
I bet. Did a lot of people send stuff
hours
in?
worth now?
Sorry?
Got a couple of hours worth now or an hour?
Oh, mate, I'm trying to, because as I got them in, I sort of wanted everyone to have their name and their location on there, and there's a few there that haven't, so I've got to go through and put text in, and a few of them are gone for like, I don't know how you do a 45-second droney, but anyway, they've done that. So I've had to go in and speed ramp a lot of them, and all that sort of shit. We'll get them. I'm trying to get them down to 10 seconds, because otherwise, look, I've gone into 2 songs already, mate. There's about 5 and a half.
3-hour video, won't it?
Yeah.
Hey, mate, I'll tell you what. I've got to do that. Rob, hey, whack your link in the chat if you want to, mate. I want to check. I want to check if I'm sub to you as well. I think I'm
right now. I wouldn't worry.
I'm always worried, mate.
I'll check it in.
Let me put that down there. I work with a Welshman down in Canada, actually, in Ontario.
Oh, you poor gat.
What was that about Ontario?
I work with a Welshman over there in Cambridge, Ontario. We had a laugh, mate. I'll tell you that. Oh my God.
Yeah. The link's in the chat.
Oh, thanks, mate. Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look.
Hey, Corey, how you going?
Hey, Corey.
Yes, I am.
Hey, good morning.
Because I've met you a few times on other streams, I think.
Yeah, well, that was a while ago, actually, I think. And that's when I immediately went to your channel and I subbed you straight away because I'm that type of bloke. So yeah, I have got you actually. So
thank you.
You got all those lives. The last one I looked at with you was a month ago, flying my Mavic in FPV mode. I've done the same with that with the Spark. Man, did I cane that thing. I thought I broke it. The gimbal just gave up the ghost in the end, just went, oh, I've had enough of this. And
mine afterwards said gimbal warning or overheating or something it did.
Oh, yeah. I got that message on the Spark when I put an ND filter on one time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I never used an ND on the Spark, but I've heard that, and also I've heard it with the first Mavic. I haven't heard anything about the second one, Mini. Sorry, the Mini. I haven't heard anything about the second one, whether that's got any issues or not. But I heard the third one had gimbal overload. When that was chucked on, so I don't know.
Did you have anything on yours, Paul?
What's that?
Mr. Murray, did
Yeah.
you have any gimbal warnings when you flew in FPV?
Yeah, because it was just doing too much. But the hardest part about flying FPV with those gimbals is the stick movements aren't the same when you're flying cinematic or you're trying to fly that, because if you want to get that sweep, you've got to give it some
Both sticks.
stick and right stick, and that's what makes it do that.
Yeah, but I said after I done mine, I had a gimbal warning or overheating or something. Matt said he had the same, and you.
Yeah.
You on yours?
What was that, Rob?
You said you had some gimbal warning, didn't you?
Yeah, I had an
Hey, Corey.
overheating warning on the Spark
Ah, okay.
because I put the ND filter on. It didn't like it.
Have you still got the Spark, Paul? I mean,
You?
No, I killed it. It drowned in a lake.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I wish
Did
I
you
love
see-
that little bugger.
I know, the great drone, mate. I'll never get rid of mine. That thing,
Oh,
waiting for me now, actually, right there. Hello, darling. Did you see that? Did you see that bloody footage that I think Dan's the only one that got it? Drone worship of that DJI FPV drone go smacking into the water.
No. Oh, at the Florida meetup?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Now,
I saw the guy trying to retrieve one. I assume that must have been his drone then.
Yeah, he got it. He bloody got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he was using that handheld thing, right? And I thought to myself, my God, that's just asking for trouble. It really is.
Well, it was such a windy day, right?
It was. Now he went underneath a bridge and he lost signal.
Oh,
So, and we're talking digital here, and the bridge wasn't that far away. So how good's that connection? And with FPV, you don't want to be losing connection, mate.
No.
You're lost, absolutely lost.
Yep.
So anyway, he's using that thing, and you see it fly past. It's doing about 100, mate. Wow! Next minute it goes up and just goes smack into the water.
Oh
my God! And everyone was it was. I don't know. It sounded like someone dropped a bloody. If someone's doing a bomb dive into a pool,
yeah,
flat, mate. What a
It's a
noise!
big old weight to be hitting in the water, isn't it? That thing.
At that speed too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that far out. So this bloke, he got in his duds and he went down to the bloody water there, and he went and retrieved it for him. I don't even know who the bloke was, and I don't think anyone does there at the meet, because everyone was asking who he was.
Did he sing?
Yeah, oh yeah, straight to the bottom, mate. Didn't get anything out of that. Much want to put floats on in the past, but a lot of people are crashing them. But the problem is, I don't know what his experience with FPV is, but a lot of people who haven't flown FPV are getting these drones, and you run into
pretty dangerous, isn't it?
It is. You run into trouble, and especially when you're talking those speeds too. Man, this thing, and she's faster than a freaking Mavic Mini.
When they hit you in the back of the head, you haven't got a chance in hell.
Oh, mate, that'd cane you. Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh, 800 grams at 90 miles an hour, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
Take your head off, mate. It'll take your head off.
Yeah.
It's
That's going to be
dangerous.
the next thing. Somebody's going to
Seriously.
do it at a park or something, you know.
That's it. But you've got to know what you're doing with FPV, and you've got to start from the bottom. You do. Otherwise, there's lots of accidents to be had. I mean, I've crashed my my Tiny Hawk. I don't know how many times I've crashed that. I've lost count.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do. But once you get the intuitive way to fly and move your thumb when you see something happening, you can get out of the situations. But if you're just cracking in this thing, and if you put it into that sports mode or whatever the hell it's called, full acro, and this thing's doing 90 mile an hour, whatever the hell it does. How fast does it go? 100 and something or 90?
98,
pretty
I
much.
think, isn't it?
What is it, mate?
Is it 98
Something like that. Stupid. Is that kilometers or miles?
miles? I think.
God damn, that's nearly 160 Ks.
Yeah.
Hey, David. Dave.
Because I know in the sports mode it's 60 miles an hour, isn't it? Which is 100 Ks.
100 Ks, right. Oh, okay, right. There you go. Yeah. No, that's quick enough. But anyway, you know, there's going to be more carnage in the near future, I can see. But,
Oh, yeah.
You know, hey, Hugh.
What's up, Matt?
Yeah, I think, Matt, you're right. But what the average person doesn't understand is that FPV drone, if you totally do it manually, you could they've gotten up to 94 miles an hour.
No,
Oh,
no.
they are.
Oh, yeah, the DJI one, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was 98.
There are some 5-inch, actually 3 to 5 inch drones now that'll do 300 kilometers an hour.
What?
I've watched video, and it's like a streak across the sky. It's amazing.
And how's the
186
sound?
miles an hour.
Yeah. And how's the sound on those things when they're doing those speeds? Man,
Oh my God.
they sound phenomenal.
Woo!
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
But
I
Hugh,
love it.
how good is the battery power?
Oh, you probably don't get much. In 2 minutes or something, right?
I don't think you'd be
but
flying at that speed for 25 minutes or anything. Like that. That's not the goal. That's a
There's
rocket.
some cinematic footage right there.
Yeah.
You get
is
one
that-
running, that'd be it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's Canaan. There was. I saw,
186 miles an hour. That's crazy.
it is. I saw a video the other day, and a bloke had his drone up. It was on a stand, and it was actually like this. So it was on the stand like that.
I was just about to say you'd have to have the camera on 90 degrees, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. So it's on the stand, and then he hits the throttle, and it goes. It's gone, mate.
Popped off the stand?
Yeah, crazy.
It was just sitting there like to launch, to get ready.
Yeah. So as soon as he hit the throttle, that thing, 0 to 3,000 in 2 seconds, mate. I tell you, crazy stuff.
Paul Hodges, do you got signs today?
Well, I got one removal in London, but there's no rush on it. So
London,
quiet. So
Starting to talk a bit more about that bubble bursting again. That's not going to happen.
you don't think so? I don't know.
I've given up thinking it's going to, because every time they say it, we go another 2 months, and then they predict it again, and then it picks up even more. And
Oh, Cordy's having a bit of trouble by the looks.
I was going to say the city here, the first time in a couple of years, they actually have some rental vacancies, but that's because all the outer areas are getting all the booms. So
You near London? Are you, Paul?
London, Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's in that area. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep, just south of London. Yep.
I did a drop in London. I remember it quite plainly. He wouldn't unload me because there was a thunderstorm.
Oh,
It was in a forklift. I said, "Yeah, fair enough, mate."
You got a vinyl seat. What the hell?
Yeah, I took all the dogs off, so all the chains and shit were gone. I was out there. Come on, mate.
Yeah, I'm standing there next to the truck. Yeah.
Had to be a union shop.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a bunch of steel, so whatever. I don't know. I can't even remember the name of the joint. But it was a good drop, nice and close to home. So that was all right. Then I just ripped up the horrendous 401 during that storm, which was total mayhem. And got back to Cambridge. That 401, geez, I'll tell you that that's a dangerous little highway, that one. All sorts of shit goes down there.
That's the most trucked highway in North America.
Yep.
Per capita, even more than anywhere in the States. You wouldn't think that is the one, the 401.
401.
The busiest, the entire continent.
And the most truck jackings in all of North America is the 401.
I live
Truck
1 mile south.
jacking?
Yeah, robbing trucks like.
You're kidding.
No
Oh,
way,
yeah.
really?
Well, they got a market for everything. If they steal a load of paper towels, they go into a bunch of corner stores across Mississauga and play. Anything they steal, there's a market already waiting for it.
Oh yeah.
No matter what they get, they're gonna sell it right away. It'll be gone within a day.
Oh, good luck taking the shit I had. Wait. I'll
Yeah,
let
if you're home flatbed or something like that, yeah, that's one of your only get out of jail cards. You're right. Yeah, you can pawn iron steel so easily.
Yeah,
But you know
stealing.
what? I bet you they do. I bet you they got scrap yards. You know, they're breaking it up on
Wouldn't
contact.
wouldn't doubt that. They'll get so much per kilo or whatever
Yep.
the hell they sell it at. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
That's,
think it, but yeah, a girder, I'm sure, in a couple hours with the right cutters, they can get rid of that, no problem.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Bad,
And
but-
All right, guys, I got a bit to do. I'm going to get off.
Okay.
I'll speak to you all a bit later.
Well,
Rob, see you all in the chat.
Thanks for coming in, Rob. We
Hey, here we go. Here we go.
I knew that was coming.
Oh yeah, and if you missed it, don't worry. It's going to be there again very soon.
Be on the left.
See you all later.
Are they doing the
See you,
cable top?
mate.
See you all
Johnson
later.
Coughlin, I think.
Yeah, that's the Scottish
you
Olympic
buddy.
trials.
So Matt, here's my newest cinematic tool. Yeah, put a naked GoPro on there. Under 250
Nice,
grams.
What is that? A 4S?
Yep, 4S.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you're gonna have some fun with that, mate.
Oh yeah, gonna get out and fly
Yeah.
in today.
I'm getting the freestyle soon, just to up it again. You know what I mean? Going stages, not going FPV, bloody DJI. I'm going in stages. So I've got my Tiny Hawk. I can fly that thing, whatever now.
That's a
so
great.
next step up, and I'm only getting that really because I can use the same batteries I've already bought. I've got like 12 of them now for the Tiny Hawk 2, so I can use those same batteries in the Tiny Hawk Freestyle.
Is it a 1S or a 2S?
It's a 1S, but you'll be running two batteries, so it's a 2S.
Right.
basically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's essentially 2S.
yeah.
yeah.
But
They're
I don't have to
stuck-
spend money again on different
That's really
batteries.
good. Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised you didn't just jump in for the DJI FPV.
Well, for the points that I've just mentioned, I'm not. I don't think I'm good enough to actually fly.
But don't they say, Matt, that you can fly that just in cinematic mode and get used to it and dial yourself up as you want to?
Fly it, but I wouldn't fly it the same as what I would. Am I frozen?
You were.
You're not now.
Well,
Got you back now.
Are we right?
We thought you were just so disgusted with what Paul said you weren't going to answer it. Murray, what the fuck did you just say to me?
It was like
Slap yourself, Paul. Yeah, but I don't know if you heard me, but for the points that I just mentioned, I don't think I'm good enough to fly. I mean, I could, as I said, I could fly it without a problem, but I wouldn't fly it as close, as fast. I wouldn't get the shot that I actually wanted because I don't want to crash this thing because it's too bloody expensive. I don't want to crash anything, but if I do crash, I don't want it to be horrendous.
Yep.
So you've got to move up when you're dealing with FPV. You've got to go through stages and get used to the new speeds, especially when you're moving up with your 2S and then your 4S or something like that.
So, ladies and gentlemen on the panel, this is what's known as a rational mind. Just take notes. Feel free to copy that example if you are so.
come on. No Aussie's rational. We know that, don't we, Matt?
That's it, mate. Yeah. I'm just saying that sounds good. I've got three of them in the shed. I got three of them out here right now. Yeah, but they're too flimsy, mate. For a hit, and it's a lot of money, a damn lot of money to be breaking. And I mean, places like I went the other week, I would have loved to have had an FPV to dive a bloody waterfall. I did, and
Oh my God, that was some beautiful footage. That waterfall.
lovely spot.
Oh, wow.
Great spot, man. And that's only like a 10-minute walk from the car park, mate. You don't have to go, hiking for hours to find stuff like that. It's lucky we can fly in the national parks here in Queensland. You know.
Yeah, you've got some beautiful spots there to fly.
But I would have liked to have, done a bit of FPV through there because that would have been stunning. But again, I would have to be flying for another year at least, I think, to even attempt something like that. So I had my shit together before I actually went out and did it. You know, because you've got to. You know, it's not a toy when you're talking FPV, you've got to treat it with some respect. That's, as I said, something you got to work up to.
The nice thing with FPV is you can get into the simulators and really get a good feel for what things are like to fly. You know, you can practice all your crazy shit in there, do your dives and your high speed runs and whatever. And if you crash, no consequences, right?
Yeah.
Well, Matt, we hear the weather's been not too cooperative around the eastern portion of Australia. Is that affecting you, or is that down further south?
It's flooding through a place called Tamborine Mountain, which is very close actually to where I flew last week. And if I'd gone now, the waterfalls that I took last week would be a totally different view again. These things would be Canaan. Down south in Sydney, they're getting nailed down there, absolutely nailed. We're getting a lot of rain up here, but it's not flooding because it's just a steady. It's not. They're getting downpours like 800 mil, overnight. Crazy amounts of water, and they're in a lot of strife down there.
The houses going right down the Manning River at Taree, the house. That couple were going to get married the next day, and the flood came through and took their house down the river.
Took the house gone, mate. Yeah, that's
floating in the river.
Yeah. There's your freaking wedding present. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
unreal, isn't it? Yeah, it's bloody hell, mate. When it comes down to it, we go from one extreme to the other. I mean, last year the place was burning, and now it's flooding. So
Well, I guess
come to Australia.
when you got like Tim Jackson, at least he has his kangaroos to wrap himself up in.
Here we go.
They keep him warm, mate. I've seen him.
Kangaroo down, boys. Tommy Kangaroo down.
Actually, in all honesty, Tim has to keep himself warm. We went over that last night, so.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. I've never seen, by the way. I've never watched it.
Andrew, where's the other bit when they're kissing?
No, I had enough of that last night. Thank you very much.
Yeah. That was so funny.
That's a story for
Did you say you did that last night? What about, mate?
Yeah, Mike was busy last night.
Did you do that last night, Andrew?
Well, I heard that company, that does the genealogy thing is now going to include like kangaroos in there too. So
yeah, it should be.
I think I'm going to have to drink coffee next week and stay on after midnight, aren't I?
Oh yeah. I go to bed early and I miss all these cool shenanigans,
I don't know if it's good. You might be the lucky one.
Yeah, maybe.
Jury's out.
Definitely Tim was on a roll last night.
Oh my God almighty. He was
he
didn't have to go to work today, Matt.
He took enough stick on the way in anyway, didn't he? With his,
look, his
shirt, his haircut, and his...
He's copped a lot. And I mean, he spent all his money on that chair, and it just looked like a dick. So we paid him out for 6 months. Now he's got himself another chair, and then while he had the dick chair, by the way, he let his hair out, and then he looked like that poodle. And then we paid him out about that. And
he done it again. He done it again this afternoon. I thought they look like bloody big cocker spaniel ears hanging down.
That's it. Yeah.
He is a cocker spaniel. Yeah.
But I wasn't going to say anything to him because we got me and Sean gave him that much shit today. It wasn't funny.
Well, when he comes on my live again, and I'm going to actually have a picture of a cocker spaniel, I've got it already ready to roll. So when he pops up, I'm going to full screen him, and then I'm going to put this cocker spaniel up.
Let me know when you're going to do it, Matt.
I have it saved here somewhere. We have one for him already, and I'm trying to find it. It's in my folder here. Where the hell is it?
Morning, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Tim's not in the chat, is he?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jackson, Chris Jackson.
Blind Neil. I haven't said hello to anyone. Drone shots. Blind Neil, how are you?
But he does clean up pretty well when he does. I found this is him when he's going out on the town. Like this is when he really gets-
He's got that look about him too. In the,
He does,
in the
he
face,
does,
eh?
he does, he
That's a
does.
little weird
Good boy,
line. Oh, here we
good
go.
boy.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I gotta stop this. I like to back him up when you guys are on, but
Matt, I'd be honored if you would use that as well. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat here for you.
Proudly sponsored by.
Yeah. We're all working together to build Tim awareness. So there you go. That's the link.
yeah, sponsored by Lucky Dog Foods.
Yeah. Oh, last night he was snapping. He was he was on fire.
Read profiler? What?
American Cocker Spaniel.
Oh, God.
Yeah. American. As far back as the 14th century. Oh well, look. He's got some good pedigree then, hasn't he, the old Tim?
He does. He's
The Cocker Spaniel of Black Mountain.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to watch it in a couple of years' time. He might start to get some hip displacement. We're gonna have to watch that.
Oh, there's a couple of things that might give him hip displacement with what he's been up to. Not necessarily the genes will get him first.
Yeah.
Oh, I might message him actually. You had a bed, boy.
How are you, Chris?
Yeah, he went to bed early, Matt, because we had a few drinks. So he had a few drinks this afternoon, but yeah, he went to bed early. He's getting up about 3, I think he said.
Oh, okay. I'll still be up. I'll message him then. Well, it was not unusual for me to get a message from him about 4 o'clock because that's when I'm sort of heading to bed. And,
Yeah, no, he does that to me while I'm in bed. Yeah, so
yeah, right. He doesn't give a shit, does he?
No, he doesn't. Then he's got the nerve to bloody sit there and complain about it because he's got his phone as his alarm. So when you ping him back, he gets the shits about it. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah. I'll ping him now. You watch this.
Bing. Oh. Hey, Paul Murray, give him a call like he used to.
Are you coming on tonight, mate? You're missing all the action.
Yeah.
He's a funny bugger. I went out flying with him about a month ago now, I think it is. We had a few guys pop in, and it was a good catch up with him. You know, it was the first time I've actually met him. You know, but he drove for about 2 hours to get to where we were, and beautiful morning, and it was good catching up with him. We had all brekkie and all that sort of stuff down at the park we were at, and yeah, it was good fun, man. Good fun.
You were showing it last night, actually.
Yeah, he didn't like the camera though.
Hey, sorry, I missed that. Somebody.
He was showing the pictures from some of the pictures from the meetup. Was it yesterday? I think it was.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah, he was. He was a bit shy, wasn't he, mate? As soon as I got out of the car, I had the camera going. I said, "Righto, you mongs." Anyway, he hightailed it the other way. I said, "No, you're getting out of this one, mate." And that was the first time he flew over water. Oh my God, I'm not kidding you, man. I mean, I was probably the same, actually. The first time I chucked it over water, I had to close my eyes and go, okay, here we go. Boom, off you go. Shit. Because, you know, there's the certainty of if something goes wrong, you're not getting it back, you know. And he was quite nervous. He had his Mavic Air over the water, Air 2. Who did he buy? Was it yours, Paul, or Hugh?
Hugh.
Right.
Air 1. Did he get it yet?
No, he hasn't got it yet. It was supposed to be
first
one. It was like probably a week's time or something like that. And I said to him, I said, "You bought Hughes?" And he goes, "Yeah, I bought Hughes." I said, "He crashed that into a creek, right?"
Not that one. I did crash one, but it died. That's a brand new one. No,
I was only kidding. I said, "But
messing with him."
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I said, "Yeah, he apparently put it in a bag of sand to dry it out."
Don't tell him that. Poor guy.
Bucket of sand. Bucket of sand. Yep.
Poor guy. It was rice, not sand. Get your story straight.
Yeah, he put it in the bucket with all those chipmunks.
Chipmunk fur
Oh,
will
yeah.
dry anything out.
DJI drones do not like water. One little splash, done.
You
Yeah,
talk about
I-
bucket of sand. That's what Dave called him one night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bucket of sand.
Dave said he could be replaced by a bucket of sand.
God.
Dave's one-liners.
Yep.
Makes you feel wanted, doesn't it?
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, I tell you, yeah. Warms the cockles of the heart.
Doesn't it? Oh, you guys, you just, oh, God, you want to meet you and crack you in the head. Yeah.
Yep.
And what have you been up to, Andrew? You been doing any lives, mate? I haven't seen anything pop up.
No, we haven't been on since last, well, I put up that last video, I think September.
Yeah,
It was time for a break. It was time for a break. We had a lot going on in our business itself, like with COVID. You know, there was a whole bunch of issues, the kids, Xenia's health.
Yeah.
It was just time to step back for a bit. So
Yeah, you get like that sometimes, eh?
YouTube is a nice play. The problem with lives is it brings out the worst in everybody. And that's, I'm sorry, I'll say it time and time again. Becomes I don't know. Every time a $5 super chat falls, that should have been mine type of attitude, you know, and the hate gets more and people become, you know, and everybody says, oh, it's the kids. It's not the kids. It's the 40 to 60-year-old are probably the worst in it, you know. It's
crazy.
It was time to step back. It really was. You start getting threats and you start getting this and that, and you got family to think of, and
See, this is where just people get just jealous about shit, you know. There's no reason for it, you know. And I really enjoy the lives that I do because I got a good bunch, you know, a really good bunch of people that join the chat and on the panel and whatever, you know. And we seem to miss a lot of the crap that goes along. I mean, you hear it and you watch it, but it doesn't seem to really sneak into where we are, you know.
But you know, the worst part is like, you know, some people say, like, if you go asking for drama, the thing is, you don't have to be drama to attract drama. Drama tends to find you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's the thing. And there's certain numbers it seems people cross when the drama starts to kick in.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
if people want to cause drama, they're going to cause it. You know, it doesn't matter what your personality is, mate. That's for sure.
A lot of people are on YouTube for therapy. A lot of people are on here to kind of fix a lot of things that aren't going on in day-to-day life. And that was in Facebook, and that's the only thing about lives, because lives you're raw. You know what I mean? With a video, it's a different thing because it's only can be comments and stuff. But it's raw, and it tends to bring out a lot more quicker emotions in people, a lot more reactionary.
Let me tell you about my mother.
Yeah. No, but like, think about how many times have you seen that? Like, somebody doesn't like somebody, you know, they told them like to stop saying that in the chat or do something. The next thing you know, they go start a live. You know, did you see what they did to me on this channel? And it's almost like little lynch mobbings all kind of start and feed. And everybody gets segregated, and you know.
Yeah, they do, and they all have their little groups. You know, I mean, I've just explained my little group, you know, or our little group. I call
it.
It's a live that we all do. You know.
Yep.
It's just my channel just happens to be the hub where everyone comes to. Not a lot of people, you know, 15 to 20. But it's the hub on the US side for Friday night, just to come in and pay the shit out of each other, to be honest.
Yeah. I get a good laugh from Adrian.
Adrian's funny as mate. When he's on fire, you can really rip into him. And geez, I tell you, he's so funny. I don't know if you saw that one where he electrocuted himself live on the show.
What?
No.
Yeah, with that TENS unit or whatever it is, right?
Oh, the TENS thing. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So he popped it up to goes up to 23 or some shit, and he turned it on.
Oh yeah.
We kept making him do it.
Sick bastards.
Oh, he's a funny bugger. Good bloke, Adrian. He means everybody, you know, 100%, you know, well-being and health. And
who was that getting shot?
Adrian Mateo.
Oh, Adrian. Okay.
Yeah. As I was saying, I get a good laugh when I watch him.
Mate, he's good value, mate. You know, he's been involved with my channel for a long time now. not as long as Hugh. He he's a great bloke to mess around with, because there's a lot of stuff that we've said to each other, which is kind of pushing the boundaries here and there, but we've all talked about these things, and I've said it in the past, when everyone's fine with what everyone's doing. And we would never say a lot of the stuff that we say, face to face, it's just something for a shock value, really.
Yeah.
But a good fun, really good fun.
Yep.
Oh, enough banging on about that. Yeah. Hey, how's the WA weather, mate?
Sorry?
How's the WA weather?
Oh, we're having a beautiful night here. It's still about 25 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah, nice and no, it's not too bad, but we get in the mid 30s during the day, so I mean, still.
Yeah. We
missed every bit of that rain that went across.
That's a bit of a bugger for you.
Yeah, because Meekatharra, we're right in the middle, as you know, and it's like it's got a big puddle over it. It's just, water goes around, so we get a bit of rain here and there. That's about it.
There we go. There we go.
How you doing, baby?
Is there any way you can Photoshop a kangaroo into that as well there?
What you need to do is Photoshop Tim's head in a pouch.
Just peeking out like this.
Yeah, just peeking out, just like what's going on.
I was actually in the middle of working on something, and I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, here we go.
I thought about it from 2 weeks ago.
I thought you'd been a bit quiet there, Andrew.
Yeah, I know. I have to get back on the horse.
When he goes quiet, you know something's coming.
Oh, something's going wrong here. Something's going to go
Like
south.
last night, he was so quiet, just sitting there giggling to himself.
Yeah.
And then Tim's gone, "What are you doing? What are you doing, Andrew? You're doing something." And then, yeah, up it popped.
Tim was doing all the heavy lifting last night. There wasn't much to just sit back and watch the.
Oh yeah, he was on a roll. I'll tell you. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check. Was that on yours, Paul?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I might have to check that out.
It was. He arrived. What time would you say? Probably an hour or so after.
Yeah. Just fast forward. You see the yellow shirt in the chat. Jump the video ahead, and then you'll know you're good to go.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay,
Paul.
thanks for coming in.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later, eh?
Take care,
All right,
Let's see it, mate. You take care, eh?
Actually, I'm going to jump out too and get some chores done before I go flying. So I will see you boys later.
Take care.
Okay,
see you, Hugh. Hey, thanks for the droney, mate.
Oh,
Much
my pleasure.
appreciated.
I look
And
forward to
stunning.
seeing the footage, man. It's going to be good.
Stunning location, mate. It was really nice. Really nice.
Hugh, before you go, because you're fast with the button, Andrew wanted to tell you something.
Yeah, just check out that link that I just put in the chat. I timestamped it. I don't know if you've ever seen it. That's one of the funniest shocks I've ever seen in my life when you said about shock. I timestamped it. So I
got to watch an ad.
Yeah, definitely check that one
How
out.
not to make an electric guitar.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I've got another ad.
He's a guy, I think he lives in Ottawa, if I'm not mistaken. He's got a
What's the
huge-
timestamp? I don't
It's
see it.
already timestamped.
Already
It
timestamped.
started me at the beginning.
Oh, did it?
Yes,
Okay.
you
Well,
want
it's
it
only
now?
like 30 seconds in or so. Yeah, it's not
30 seconds in.
And what happened to him?
His jump.
For the first time.
It's one of the best shocks I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, blind
Hugh,
Hills.
catching
on
flies.
Holy shit! That poor guy. Damn.
It's kind of his stick. It's kind of his stick, but it's so
Okay.
well done. Yeah.
Good Lord, man.
Yeah, he's got a big channel. He's a
Well, because that's what he does. He
Yeah.
electrocutes
Thank you.
himself.
yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
See you later.
Okay, Hugh, thanks.
Yeah.
See you,
Very
Hugh.
much.
Cheers, mate. I'm just going to go get another wine. It won't be a minute. Oh.
No worries, Tim. I mean, Matt.
I'll only have 3 or 4, mate. Yeah, it's nothing like
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah. Bottles, I'm
But it's
talking.
Tim. That's when he forgets.
I know. How many you've had, Tim? As soon as he forgets how many he's had, he's in trouble. Yeah.
No, what he's been doing lately, he's been keeping them beside him. Then he counts them. I've only had 12.
He knows. He's been trying to hide them with a stubby cooler, right? And
Have you seen the new one I got him?
Yeah, no.
Oh, hang on, where's mine?
You get it, mate. Oh, that's funny.
Well, I think an addition to his room for Tim would be a beer tapper. You know.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Here it comes, mate. Here it comes. I don't know if you've seen it.
What's it say? You can't say that in Canada.
Sorry,
mate.
Paul.
There you go.
That word is like a killer for women.
It
Oh,
is.
what?
It is. You know what? I had to reel myself in when I lived over there. I really did, because a couple of my mates, we just say that g'day, and we say that all the time.
Mhm.
And you know, it's just whatever. It really doesn't mean
Yeah.
much.
Just the
But yeah,
word.
over there.
Over here, it's like a stake in the heart, man.
Oh,
It
is it?
is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. You use the C word, and you might as well go dig your own grave somewhere.
Ah,
Yeah,
wow.
it's pretty aggressive stuff, you know. Where, as I said, we don't really think twice about it, and you know,
Like living here in Montreal and on the English radio stations, you can't swear. But then you put on a French station and they like throw it out like there's no tomorrow. Like just same city, just completely different cultures between the two groups.
But
yeah,
it's true, isn't it, Matt? We got no couth of culture over here.
we got nothing, mate.
Oh, I wouldn't- no.
You better go and get that glass of wine, mate.
I'm going to do that, eh? Because I'm going to find this even funnier in a minute. Hang on.
Funny.
Yep.
Is
So
Dave having a nap?
Dave's had, I think, on a permanent nap.
Mm,
In fact, I was thinking about just dismissing him, but once I do that, he can't come back.
right.
But I don't know if he's going to come back from this nap or not.
That sounds really bad.
That sounds kind of final.
I mean, eventually he will, but
Oh, he lives in Vancouver, Corey, because there's one of the videos he did where he's turned around and it looked actually like the building where the Latvian embassy was. So I thought maybe it was Ottawa. Oh, Vancouver. Oh, he was full of something, Neil.
well, I hit the button, so Dave's gone.
Yeah, didn't hear much of him tonight, did we?
Well, he's been up and down, and he said he didn't sleep at all last night much, and
Oh, right, okay.
Well, sleeping all day is a good way to make sure you don't sleep at night.
Sleep at
That's-
night, yeah.
yeah.
That doesn't help, does
No, counterproductive. Well,
it?
Barossa Valley, mate. Barossa
welcome
Valley.
back.
Oh,
Go.
that's my home state. That is
Same here.
Adelaide. I grew up in Ranella,
Shit, down
down
south.
Morford Vale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I joined the army, moved to Sydney, blah blah blah. In 2000, I went back to Adelaide and lived at Golden Grove up near
Nice.
up there. And then-
Right next to
then
the
moved
Village
forward.
Tavern.
Yeah. Oh, yes, very nice. had a few fights there too, but no.
Yeah, it happens in that place, mate. Yeah.
Oh, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. It's great. I grew up in Para Hills.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Right above the airport.
Yeah, Parafield there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, I was in a band in Adelaide for years, mate. We did pretty well down there. I don't know if you ever heard of them, the Lunch Cutters. We used to play at a lot of places around. You might have been out in Sydney by then. That was like the
Yeah.
mid-90s, all through the mid-90s, or start of the
yeah.
90s.
Yeah, I moved back to Adelaide in 2000. I was there for
Right.
till 2012, and I went north up to
Yeah.
Headland. Yeah, so
No, Port Hedland. I nearly got a job because I was driving trains, and I nearly went to Hedland to drive the ore out there.
I was doing fuel up there.
I'll be buggered. Yeah, I was actually based in Port Augusta. Don't mind us, guys. Hey.
We've gone from the drones back to just the life of Steve and Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, why not, eh? Bloody hell.
There,
It's riveting.
I was just moving my amp. I got it out today, actually. My Johnson.
Here we go.
Hey, like, look at this.
Yeah.
It's going to get the guitar out.
That's
got-
digital.
It was the first generation of modeling amp. It was made by Digitech and Johnson. It's a JM150. It's got two 12-inch Celestians in it.
Yeah, nice.
So it's digital, but there's also two as well. It's together.
Yep. Righto. Oh, nice, mate.
It takes a rocket scientist to be able to program it because every time you got to go through 45 layers inward to add one effect. So,
Mate, I know all that shit with my keyboards and stuff that I've had over the years. You got to sit down and that's like learning Da Vinci every week.
yes,
You know?
yes, that's a good way of putting it. Very good way of putting it.
There's
And
a
now
new
today it's so
version.
much simpler to compare to back then, but yeah, but it's still a
Yeah.
good clean amp though. Like I use it for clean and then run effects through it. So
And what do you put through it?
right now, absolutely nothing. But I had an RP 200 because I used to work for a music company. That's why I got this. I used to work for Marshall Canada and Digitech.
Nice.
Korg, with our keyboards, we did Korg. We were the sole. Now they do it pretty much North America wide, but back then was Canada. Digitech, Pearl drums. I used to do all the endorsements and stuff like that, the endorsement contracts and TV and promotions.
Oh, good job, man.
Yeah, it was a million years ago.
A million.
I felt like it.
Looking all right for his age, isn't he?
It's a heavy brand diet.
Yeah.
That's the secret. Not maple syrup.
A classic. Yeah, maple syrup will keep you. I've still got some maple syrup from Canada. That are they Amish? Are they?
80% of the world's maple syrup comes out of Canada, out of Quebec, and most of it out of Quebec province.
Yeah, right.
There was a
I used to
heist
go-
here, and there's a movie going to be made about it in the States, and it was about the maple syrup heist. I think it was $40 million worth was stolen through the black market.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, talk about a market for everything.
Yeah, exactly. Still out of the back of me truck.
Yeah. If you ever have time, go on Google and type in maple syrup heist, and you'll see it. It's in Wikipedia. This great big story about the whole thing.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine having that under your coat down a dark alley. I've got 3 liters of maple syrup if you're interested.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
say,
little-
Matt. Blind Neil wants to know when you're going back on tour.
Oh, here we go. Where we are. Actually, okay, right. I have got. I'm still going through it now. I'm having auditions at my place for the backing singers, the 3 backing singers. So that'll be over the next couple of months, and we're starting.
Me and Tim will put our hand up to talk.
I need someone to carry my keyboards. Yeah. So it's starting in March next year. So we've got rehearsals right up until then, and then we're back into it, and we'll be touring for the year, and then, geez, I'll tell you, and I'm hitting them up to go to the US and Canada.
Oh, nice.
We've already done Europe and all that sort of bizzo, so there's
Oh,
no
cool.
strangers. So yeah, so hopefully we can get over there, and I'll get you boys some tickets, eh? What do you reckon?
Definitely. I hope. I mean, Montreal's a huge Pink Floyd.
Well,
The
buying
Australia
tickets-
other one, the Dark Side of the Moon. What's the other big cover band? There's another big one out of Australia that does Pink Floyd.
Ozzy Floyd, or Brit Floyd.
I think it's
or-
Brit Floyd and maybe Ozzy, or wasn't one called Dark Side of the Moon or something? Or I forget. I know they're from Australia and they fill up the Bell Center every time they're here. They play for like 3 nights.
Yeah. That would be the Australian Pink Floyd show.
Yes,
Yeah,
Australian Pink
That
Floyd
was
show.
good. That was
Yeah,
good.
every time they're
They
here,
never
they're
cut
3-4 nights in a row. They're booked solid.
Yeah, they're actually out of the UK,
Really?
but they're Adelaide boys too, Steve.
Yep.
They started in Adelaide, yeah, and then they split. Band members split up, and some of them stayed with Ozzy Floyd, and the other ones went and formed Brit Floyd.
Oh my God, it's really like Pink Floyd, even to the breakups.
Absolutely, yeah.
The irony
Who
is
wants-
not lost.
Which one's Roger Waters going to go to? Yeah.
That is, I didn't know that. That's classic.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it just?
Well,
But,
they wouldn't have to learn any more new music, would they?
That Matt, that's my son with Jim Marshall there.
Oh, all right.
Holy moly.
Yeah. I used to spend a lot of time with him because he'd come over for a week at a time, and he smoked cigars, and everybody hated smoking. So I would spend all my time with him because nobody else wanted to. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was on his bill and well, on our bill, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did all
Oh,
the
that's
marketing and
bloody
advertising
fantastic.
for 7 years for 18 lines. Yeah. I used to
That's fantastic.
TV
Great.
shows like Degrassi. I was the product advisor there for 5 years with Drake. You know the singer Drake.
Yeah.
The TV show that he was on to before he was already famous from the show, but I used to be the product manager for all the music equipment for that show. And yeah.
You know, it's a different industry, and it's like being in the airline industry and things like that. It's very,
Holy shit.
there you go. There you go. Speaking of Cocker Spaniels.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's Paul Stanley from Kiss.
Oh, fuck, man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Geez, I was a huge fan.
We had a kidnapping attempt called in on them that morning. That was in California, and they had to get in undercover to cops with 9mm Berettas. So we had to postpone it for 2 hours.
Oh my god!
Aren't they ugly without their makeup on though? Oh.
He looks like a wax figure. I had to take a picture of him doing something to prove that he was real. Yeah. And then Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, I was backstage with him, and a lot of them Kerry King because they're all Marshall guys, so that's why. TV shows, different ones, Kids in the Hall and stuff like that. Yeah,
You get around there, young fella.
No, it was pretty busy. It was a lot of the drummers, all of them from Alice Cooper's drummer, and all those guys, and Seven Dust, and
Good times, man.
yeah.
So what are you doing? A road manager or something? Or
No, it was we're a music distribution company.
oh, okay. Yeah.
That was on stage with Anthrax when they were playing one time, so I got to shoot that one. Yeah.
That's what I should do to my beard.
Yes.
Go on.
There you go. Yeah.
Go on.
Hi, Marcel.
Hey, Marcel. There's also
G'day.
people you meet too. You're not allowed to take
That's brilliant,
photos. Like we
mate.
had Tommy Lee, for instance. We weren't allowed to take any photos or nothing. And shaking his hand was like shaking a bag of Jello with hepatitis in it. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever done in my life.
A wet fish.
It was not a pleasant experience in any shape or form. Yeah.
Like a cold, wet fish.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it was.
hilarious.
Because usually drummers are the ones, I'm sure Matt would verify that, usually they have the best handshake because they're drummers, and this guy was
Yeah.
a complete polar opposite. Yeah.
No, that's so cool, Andrew. Well done.
Oh, no, yeah, 7 years. Oh,
Yeah, 7 years of good memories, mate. It's
Yeah.
it's a fascinating industry, cutthroat, fascinating industry.
well, that's it. And it's weird on that industry because you're walking to a very fine line because one side, we were corporate. We were one of the biggest distributors in the world for music equipment.
Sweet.
And now they're even double the size, but you're working corporate on one side, but you're also working very liberal on the other side with musicians. So you always had to tiptoe this line.
Yeah.
It's you could get yourself in a mess very quickly.
You had to be a chameleon, and you've got to read the situation the way it is.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And I find that with management and all sorts of shit, and different people you have to deal with, and you've got to sort of adjust yourself, your personality. Really,
Yes.
you've got to adjust your personality to suit where you are.
Would you know the guitar?
favorite-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say just to be favorable to everyone you're talking to.
Mhm.
And yeah, because you can't be one personality, otherwise you'd be. Well, that's my experience anyway.
You're absolutely right, and that's why a lot of musicians fail into it because it's so hard. They never grew up in that corporate society, and they put in front of it, and the wrong manager that doesn't guide them well. They're basically like vulture bait at that point. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and it is cutthroat too.
Mm-hmm.
You could be the best. Mate, I don't know how many people I've seen busking in streets and shit who shouldn't be there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But
way more talented than anybody that's been on a radio you've ever heard. But the break didn't come, or they messed it up, or their mother was sick the day of the audition. There's a million reasons why.
Yeah. That's what I'm going through at the moment with these auditions with these girls. I mean, some of them just got no hope at all. But their mums have told them that they can sing. So anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a new generation where talent isn't exactly by your own ear.
Yeah. What do you mean he said no to you?
Yeah.
No one can say no these days. Pig's ass.
I know I'm good.
Yeah, that's what I say to my daughter. I said, doesn't matter what they teach you at school, people are going to judge you.
Mhm.
Whether they say or not, they will be judging you because that's just the way the shit goes down.
Exactly. That's life. I mean,
Yeah, there's no medals for coming last in this nowadays.
Nope.
No.
I mean, there is. Sorry, there is. I mean, yeah.
There is in
Now
school.
there is, there's medals for everything. Yeah.
And that's the problem when they leave school, they're not prepared for the outside world. They're in a bubble for so long. And they get, they were talking about male suicides have shot up between the ages of 18 and 25. And they go, oh, why is this? Why is this? Well, have a look at it, you mongs, because they're not prepared for anything. They're not prepared. And they get out in the open world and they get told, no, they can't do this. You're not going to go to the top job. You're not going to do this. You've got to work yourself up. They can't handle reality. It's like, oh my God.
Because they've been too mollycoddled all their life.
Mate, exactly right, Bloody hell. Anyway, that's
okay, that's that ran over.
I'll tell you what, I'll go forever on that. Hey, Steve, did you know that Ice Bike was he was in a Billy Idol cover show?
No.
Who's that?
Really?
Yeah, he was the lead singer.
Who was that?
Ice Bike.
Oh, yeah, I've heard his channel too. Yeah, no, he's a cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about him.
He was in a Billy Idol show, wasn't he?
It makes sense now that you say it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never thought at the time.
Yeah. He sort of doesn't look like Billy Idol anymore.
No, but the personality, I can see it. I can see it being a fun man.
Yeah, he's sort of looking like Scully now.
Yeah.
Yep. He holds it up now. I don't know which one's which.
I think he looks like Billy Gibbons myself. He could easily do a ZZ Top thing.
Yeah.
Have you met my brother, my twin?
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, I'm going to make you host. There's a ship coming up, and I'm going to go get it.
I'm leaving in about 10 minutes. I got to go downtown, so maybe make.
Then David, what about you?
No, not. I don't know how long I can. No, seriously, Paul, I don't know how long I can stay here. It's.
I'm sorry, Paul. I don't mean to ditch you, but yeah, I was planning. I'm going my way downtown.
I would ask Matt or Steve, but it's getting real late over there too. So
it is, mate. It is, and I've got to go.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll just sign off for now.
All right. Sorry about that.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Take care. Nice.
Hi, folks in the chat.
Matt.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, man.
Matt, thanks for coming in, and Steve and David and everybody else.
No worries.
And Andrew as well.